afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Joe, Ron, let's see who else is here. Joe threw 3 times. Tommy J. Brock, how you doing? Um, and James and Jake. Cool. I don't know if I put up I forgot to maybe put the link in. I'll do it later. Um, but let's let a few people get here. I know there were some people here. I thought Chris was here too. Sometimes when you come in early, I don't know, for some reason they go away. I don't know what it is. See, like in Joe's first one, it says, hello, Dave and Chris. So Chris must have been here. There he is. He is in here. Cool. Let's see. Let me go and I don't think I have to do, I have to log back in to put it in there. I think I'll just send a couple of these out. Real quick, if you guys don't mind, let me get this and real quick. It will take maybe 3 minutes. I'm hoping. Do, do, do. One more here. Dee, dee, dee. Sorry, guys. Dead air. Not a good thing. One more. And cool. Okay. So anyway, I guess I'd gotten hit up by a couple of friends saying I need to uh, have some kind of a deal for each one of the shows, something to talk about. We talked about that before, and I don't know whether they're telling me that because they're hearing from people that they're not liking the live stream, which could be. I don't know. You guys will have to let me know. But it's hard for me to think about stuff. I mean, we always come up with something, whether it be visas or somebody's coming here. I know Jam is getting real close to being here in what, 3 days. Um, I don't, so I don't know. I was just kind of brought privy to that a couple of times actually, that I should have some kind of a topic, I guess would be the word for it, a topic to talk about. And I just have a hard time. I've asked you guys to put them in there, so at least I feel like I'm not the lone wolf because no one has really left me any ideas. Tommy J did once, and hey Moonwa, how you doing? Good morning to you. So I don't know. Maybe I should just do them a little bit spread out a little bit more, like maybe twice a week, every 3 days or something. You guys let me know what you think today in the chat. I'll bring it up again later if more people come in. But yeah, I don't know. you know, I mean, mainly I ramble about me mostly, but it usually is prevalent to or relevant to Thailand. Getting 90 days and getting your passports and getting your visas and getting all that stuff. But hey, Mama Bear, thanks. So I don't know. I mean, I was just, it was like the second time that somebody had said, it was, and not in so many words. I took it as in the way, you shouldn't be doing live streams unless you have a topic to talk about. So I don't know. I'll let you guys let me know so I know 100% because otherwise I'll just ramble. Like I said, I'm really, now I got a bug in here. I got, I'll just ramble about the things that I like to talk about, which would be probably motorcycles and camping and that kind of stuff. And then I asked in the last live stream if people would be interested in watching the camping deals. I guess we'll find out when I actually do one, which will probably be in a couple of weeks, because no one put anything in the comments saying, yeah, we would watch. Yeah, that sounds good. So we'll find out after I put it out if anybody likes it or watches it. Rambling's good. Thanks, Manoa. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I feel like I wish that I kind of had I would like to be able to, pull things off, but it's like everything in Thailand has been talked about. visas repeatedly. And granted, there are some times when, we're getting quite a few new subscribers, not a bunch, but 40 or 50 a month. And, maybe they have questions and stuff like that. And by all means, don't feel obligated to have to, enter the chat or whatever, whenever you feel comfortable and ask questions. But it's like everybody has talked about, you know, flights, restrictions, marijuana, masks, living in Thailand, traveling in Thailand. There's a bunch of those. I guess I'm not that great of a vlogger, which I have admitted on more than one occasion. I'm not the best vlogger in the world. I think I could get better if I actually started doing something, and I think I'm going to like this camping thing, and it won't be all the time. And I'll be able to tell when I put up one and it gets 10 views, then we'll know that it probably isn't what the people want to watch. But I think it would be fun, and like I said, I can do live streams if I do a 2-day weekend camp trip. I can do a live stream from camping inside the tent with the air conditioner running. I think it would be interesting anyway, so we'll see. Hey Raymond, how you doing? So that's kind of my dilemma. I wish I could. I wish I was, I don't know, I don't want to say talented enough. I just wish I would, every time I think about something, oh, well, somebody just talked about that, or somebody just did that, or somebody just said, but again, I should think, well, maybe, not everybody watches the same people I do, the same news outlets and that kind of stuff, but it, I don't know. It seems like we come up with something. Maybe if Jam comes in, maybe she'll talk about her getting ready to come here. I don't know. Today's the first, man. So I'm imagining the Thailand pass is gone and everything is gone. So we'll find out. Maybe somebody in the chat has come into the country today. I don't know. Hey, Aaron, what's up? See you take enough abuse. Yeah, no shit, right? But I don't know. I have fun doing this, and like I said, the people that have told me this I value their opinions highly, So, and maybe I took it wrong. I'm sure after this I'll get attacked. I didn't mean it that way, I'll hear that, but I took it that way. It's like, would I like to have a topic every time? Sure. But I don't even know if I only did one a week, whether I would have a topic or not. I don't dwell on that. Like I said, my mind works in weird ways, not like normal human beings. If it's something that I'm interested in, mention something about motorcycles, and boy, I'll listen to every word you have to say, and it gets registered and put over in this part of the brain, and I'll remember it for a lifetime. If you ask me what I had for breakfast, I don't have a freaking clue. If it's not important to me, I don't log it in my brain. If you understand what I'm saying, I don't do it. So I guess the people that would watch the channel would be people that enjoy listening to what I have to say, I guess, every day. And in case, I don't know if you guys are into the motorcycle world or whatever, but Sonny Barger, the one of the first founders of the Hells Angels, passed away at 82 of cancer. What else is new? I met him a few times, but anyway, that was just a current event. See, I'm all over the place, but that was kind of a bummer. That'll be one hell of a funeral. You can bet on that. Yeah. What's my normal code? HA, yeah. I met him in, where did I meet him the first time? Hollister, I think. I was at the run in Hollister. Got him to sign one of his books and stuff. I was a prospect at the time. And he's like a good guy. Like I said, there was goods and bads in there. The majority of them were very good people. Did they keep to themselves and have their own lifestyle? Sure, but there was always assholes. They're all over the place. They're here in Thailand. They're in the United States. They're in the police department. They're in the army. They're all over. There's no limitations. But for the majority, I'd have to say 99% or above of the people that I met were stand-up guys. Would give their life for you. That's in any club. Yeah, you bet. And there's a lot of them. Like I said, it was really weird. I was like this close. I did 11 and a half months as a prospect. Well, not as a prospect, total riding with them in San Fernando Valley. And then my wife had talked me into it. I was about, me and one other prospect were going to come in together. And he patched in maybe 3 weeks after I left and then went up to Northern California. But I had a good time. I don't regret anything. It was an experience that very few people get to experience. But when I went to Costa Rica, what was interesting is he was actually a national president of the Vagos, which, if anybody knows anything about motorcycles, another club in Southern California. They're quite big and right outside of there, Lancaster area, Palmdale, desert area, high desert. And he owned the bar, and I met him, and the clubs weren't buddies, put it that way. And he said, "Did you leave everything back in the U.S.?" And I said, "Yeah, you bet." And he said, "So did I." And I ended up opening up a little restaurant in his bar, and we became actually pretty good friends. I was there for 8 months. But I don't know. It's a whole different that world is a whole different world. Do I regret the choice that I made to leave? No. It was the right choice for me. I got to spend more time with my wife, and as it turned out, she didn't have a whole hell of a lot of time, so I got to spend more time with her than if we would have stayed in Southern California. But anyway, enough about rambling on that. Let's see. Let's say what. Maybe the Jack Leg to some, his brother to another. Yeah, exactly. Aaron knows. But I don't know. It was a good time. I had a lot of fun. Running around. Probably would have been better if I would have been maybe a little bit younger and single. It could have been quite a bit of fun. But I was a pretty honorable guy. I never cheated on my wife. Yeah, I think they have a chapter there, I believe. I ran into it in Chiang Mai, a few years back. I think in Pattaya too. I don't know for sure. I ran into a couple of the same guys. BKK Airport on my way out. Yeah, a lot of people come here. I think they're, like I said, I don't have anything against the lifestyle. It's just not what I decided in my end of life to do. And I'm glad that I did. I mean, I probably would have been dead. First off, if we would have stayed, I probably would have been dead after a couple of years anyway. It could have went that way, put it that way. But I'm glad that I made the decision I made. Like I said, I got to spend a lot of time with that one there, and it was good. Hey, the media, what's up? Sawati krap. So anyway, so that's my rambles. That's what I'm saying. There's more people in here now. I started out the deal saying from a couple of people that I know that I value their opinion, and I took it maybe the wrong way. They said I should have a topic and stuff, and I took it like maybe I shouldn't be doing live streams unless I have a topic. So maybe I should only do them once a week, and maybe twice a week, maybe once a month. I don't know, but I want to kind of get everybody's input on what they think, because mainly it is a lot about me, and maybe people aren't interested in what the hell I have to say. But if they weren't there, I guess they wouldn't listen, right? But and I got to thank Joe. I saw Joe put a super chat in there. Everything is okay with me. We'll watch it. I mean, mosquitoes. I'll watch it. Yeah, you bet. Joe's a good one. And if I miss some questions, guys, I'll try to look at them. But hey, Bruce, how you doing? Yes, a few Thai angels at the bar in Chiang Mai, but they weren't on HCs. It was actually Mitch, I think, that he had his phone out and took a picture. I think it was in Pattaya. There was guys. Well, they had patches on anyway. I don't know, but and it looked like most of them were on full dressers actually of some kind of bag or of some sort. Do whatever you want. Thanks, Mom. I appreciate it. I just have fun. I was talking to actually it was Aaron, and I said when it's not fun anymore, I won't be doing it. Whether it be from, I can't ever see it being from trolls because I could give a total rat's behind on what they say or think. The lies kind of get to me occasionally. At least you could spend 10 seconds and find out what the truths are. Like I said, the obvious truths. Am I a fat Santa? Yeah, pretty much. I can't. What am I going to do? Argue with that? Maybe if the man was in my face, I might tell him to go take a hike. I mean, I don't mind somebody I know doing that. But anyway, I don't care, and so that's never going to enter the equation. If it comes down to where I just don't have anything else to talk about, then maybe I'll say, okay, I've had enough or whatever. But I just can't see that. The people in here, we have a good time. I think they're all stand-up people. Everybody's definitely encouraged to give their what their 2 cents is. It doesn't have to be my beliefs. I'm not God, but that's what I think helps. And what I like about the channel is the fact that everybody helps each other. If I don't know, somebody else knows, or they know where to tell you to go or what to do, and everybody helps each other, and that's what it should be about. This world, it's not enough people getting help. Talk about possible fishing trip. Tommy J. Still in the works, confirming no, it is welcome. Still need to reach out and others and go. Yeah, we're talking about possibly doing a fishing trip in the Phuket area, which of course I'll vlog. It probably won't be good but hopefully there'll be some other people there that are good vloggers that will document the trip. Yeah, me either. It's like I like it when everybody else puts something together and I say, "How much do I owe you?" And thank you very much. You did a fantastic job, and let somebody else do the work. What's Ron saying? I like to tell a joke or two, and Brock slaps my hand. Yeah, Brock's here as a matter of fact. Let's say hello. Hey, Brock, what's up, brother? How are you?
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Ron John, that's totally untrue, and just for that, I'm going to time you out.
There you go. You got it. You asked for it. Yeah, Fish Eagle Sports. If you guys check it out, that is a relative of one way or another. I think brother-in-law. If I'm wrong, Aaron, let me know. Of Aaron's, and the boat looks awesome, and Aaron's been on it quite a few times, and he says it's a good deal. So if you're me, I love to fish, and I like to sports fish, and I'm jonesing for it. Since I've been here almost 4 years, I haven't fished, and I lived a mile and a half from Bass Lake, where I was. I always had my aluminum boat and downriggers and trolling, and just by myself, just out relaxing, smoking 3 packs of cigarettes and eating donuts. Real healthy existence, right? But the boat looks awesome. I'm looking forward to hoping that something gets put together and that we do get to go. It would be good for content, I think, for everybody. Thinking about maybe some other YouTubers, and won't go into any kind of real details, but if it goes down the way that I think that it'll probably go down, it'll be a hell of a good time. So, yeah, Brock's getting called a bully by Raymond. I think he is too. I think he's a bully.
That's it, Raymond. Send in for you.
Yeah, you just got timed out for 300 seconds or something. I don't even know how to do half that stuff. And I'm a moderator on James's and Chuck's and Joe's, and I do know how to do that. I'm really bad with the posting links. Everybody else, Brock's good at it, and Mitch, of course, is good at it. Here you go.
I was going to time out Aaron, but he seems like he's bulletproof now.
Yeah, that's why he got a spanner, didn't he? Yeah, guys, by all means, check it out if you're going. And I don't know exactly where, but it's on Phuket somewhere. I don't know exactly where. Phuket's not that gigantic that if you don't get to the island, you can't find it. But I'm looking forward to it. If it does, it'll transpire. I know it will. I'm sure it will. Yeah, like Aaron just said, I believe that too, Aaron. I know it's going to. It's going to be fun. It'll be a good time too. And I'm going to make like a at least a 3 day deal out of it, and I'm hoping to get my wife to come. Actually, I'm hoping that she'll come because we
Mm.
could fly in. We'd have to fly from Buriram to Bangkok, from Bangkok to Phuket, and then I'm imagining I don't know how far it is from Phuket to or from the airport in Phuket to wherever the boat is, but we'll either rent a car for 3 days or do something. I think it'd be fun. I think she'd have a good time. She likes doing anything. She's a good one. Love your content. Similar route with a club, and I understand. CMT did a video on legalities and reviews and discrepancies. Yeah, nothing bad to say about what my experience for sure. It just wasn't as it turned out. If I was a single guy and I probably would have still been there. It would have been a no-brainer for me. But with my wife and stuff like that, like I said, the way that it turned out and her getting leukemia and all that kind of crap, it was the right thing to do, the right time to do it, and like I said, between my wife of almost 30 years and Nitnoy here for the past 3 years, they've just made me a better person, man, and I'm the first one to admit it, and I enjoy it. Hey, Fa, how you doing? Saying hi to everyone.
Hello, Far.
David, I'm
And
trying to
thanks for
deal.
the comment, Ron John. Just for that, you've got a get out of jail free card today.
Dave, I'm trying to work a deal on everything staying in the villa. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, definitely. How far is that from the airport? Everybody's saying hi to Fam. They did media soon. And there's Fa's Instagram. And didn't you go over like 1,000? And I don't know nothing about Instagram. The only thing I know about Instagram is there's a troll that's running a video of me on Instagram somewhere. I'm trying to find it so I can copyright him, but I haven't gotten that far yet. Thanks, Daniel. Yeah, like the copyright stuff, I don't mind doing. Anything else when people say to me, and I've said this before, because of the way that I grew up, ever since I was a kid, I was a loner on the bike, from 15. And I, my ideals and stuff, you don't call the police, you don't involve the police. I'm a lot more, I don't know how to explain it. I kind of recognize their authority now. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't laugh when I'm saying that. But they never were big to me growing up. Now they are more so to me now. But we were the way that I was brought up is you handled your own stuff. So I would never, serve papers on somebody or try to take somebody or call the cops on somebody or the police to go look them out. And they said this about that'll never happen. So if you ever get something that it says it's from me, it's not from me.
Sure thing, Ron John.
What did I miss? I have no clue on which one.
No,
What
Ron
what
just
did
said
I?
he's in Pit Son of Luck and he wants to catch up with
Who
Dave
does?
and Ron John.
Oh, okay, cool.
Wants to catch up with us when and if I get up that
Yeah,
way.
yeah, we got. Well, probably, definitely when Brock comes, they're gonna do a meetup just so everybody kind of keeps it in their brain. I know Jam will probably be here, and a lot of people will be here. The end, we don't know the date exactly, but the end of July, Chuck is going to do, I believe, one or two meetups in the John T.M. Patea area, and I'll let everybody know, and I'm sure Chuck will too. So we'll probably incorporate everybody from this channel, which most of the people are subscribed to Chuck's too. So it'll be a good time. I can almost guarantee that. Jake's. Oh, good. Jake will be there too. Yeah. So hopefully there'll be a bunch of people. We can get to do it. And then, like I said, I'd like to do it at least every every 3 or 4 months. As we grow, and if we get more people, hopefully it'll be bigger every time. Hopefully the first time we'll have 15, 10, 15 people from this channel. The next time, maybe 20, 25, 30, 35. The more the merrier. Everybody meets everybody. Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Good morning, John Denver.
He's here. But yeah,
Okay,
so
Paul.
anyway, so that was the gist. And like I said, I don't know. Do I wish that I could, off the top of my head, said, oh, yeah, great, we're going to talk about visas and I'll have all this information on visas? Because everything that I have on visas is all what I know, what I went through, and from what I've heard. So, like I've said before, always check. Because if you're not familiar with Thailand, especially on the visa and that kind of stuff, it varies from minute to minute and from place to place. So what happened to me one day might not happen to you the next day in the same place, and it could very possibly be totally different in another province. So if I said, oh, you need this paper, and this paper, and you get to yours and they say, oh no, we don't need those. We need this one, and this one. I will tell you this: most of the places, if you go in there before on any kind of transaction you're going to take, they have a paper that tells you what you're going to need. So that's what I did with my license. I went there, got all the stuff. My wife did it all. I didn't have to go through any kind of pay anybody to do it for me, and it was really cheap. And I got both of them. And just in case you don't know, the first one's for 2 years. When I redo it in 2 years, it'll be for 5 years. So it's interesting. And it's interesting, too, I heard, and maybe somebody else knows this, your legal limit of being drunk is less when you're on the 2 year. When you move to the 5 year, you can drink just a little bit more alcohol. Not that I drink at all and drive, but I thought that was quite amusing, how a 65-year-old man is going to be a difference whether he has a 2 year driver's license or a 5 year driver's license in Thailand. You can ramble yourself. All right, thanks, Daniel. And that's probably what's going to happen. And do I wish that I could? And do I wish that people would put in the comments, hey, Dave, talk about horses. We want to know what's happening with horses in Thailand, or whatever the case may be. I would definitely accept that with open arms. And I wish I could, and I will try. I'll say I try. Do I think that I'll come up with them? Sometimes, maybe. Not all the time. Let's see. What is this one? Mitch told me to keep on Word documents, so it's a running thing. I'm glad to send it to you. Let me know and I'll post an email. Okay, that was just to Aaron. But anyway, so what was I gonna? I lost my train. Oh, well, drink a cup of coffee. And a glass of water. I'm wondering if my wife left. She probably did. Yeah, she left. Only got that much water. Can you see that? Maybe if she comes in to say goodbye, maybe she's still there. That poor dog has been. I don't know what I'm going to do with that dog. I feel bad, man. She can lift her head. She'll look you right in the eyes, but she can't move, and she's not whining because of pain. Like right now, if she's whining and stuff, we can go up and grab her legs and exercise her legs, and not a peep out of her, not a twinge, not nothing. It's just, I think, hey, I'm a dog. I'm supposed to be up running around. What the hell? Like when I was in the ICU in bed for 2 months, it was anxiety more than anything else. Like, I want to be the hell out of here. I'm supposed to be up and moving around. And I think that's what's going on with her. My wife's going to check with the doctor if they make any kind of Xanax for dogs, or painkillers too. Maybe that'll kind of relax her. I just hate to see her like that. See, if it's up to me, I wouldn't want to live like that. Now, they said that she could be up running around in a year. Well, a year is a long time, but if they want to commit to that, that's fine. I had deals with everybody on the planet Earth that if I went down and I was paralyzed from the neck down, I was to never wake up. I was to just be put away. So I wouldn't want to live like that. A lot of people do, and I guess you could have a good life. I wouldn't. Someone actually complained about you. It isn't so much the content is that, and it was all true. I probably took it the wrong way. It was you should have something that you're going to talk about, and I should probably. I just can't for the 2 days and the day that I don't do this, I'm out messing around with the tent or the air conditioner and doing stuff, and I don't sit down at the computer and look and see what can I talk about. But most everybody else that I see, that's what they do. You know, the guys that I watch, they have a 2 or 3 lists of what they're gonna talk about. But it seems like you know all the time we end up coming with something that people want to hear or want to talk about. So it wasn't anything bad. I mean, I value these people's opinions highly, and I probably took it wrong in a little bit of a sense, but it was like God, should I even be up doing a live stream if I don't have something that's pertinent to talk about from the start of the show, the broadcast, the whatever, the channel. I don't know, but
It
we'll
wouldn't
we'll
matter,
see.
Dave. If you had a topic you're going to talk about Mongolian basket weaving, it would
Yeah,
probably morph into making tinfoil hats to stop alien abductions.
true, true. You're probably right. You and everybody that comes on your channel has a lot to talk about. This channel is very informative and entertaining. Thanks, Traveler. I appreciate it. And I'm hoping so. And that's like I said before, as long as it stays that way and like I said, does the channel have to grow? Not really. I mean, not in it to make money, not in it to do anything except have a good time. I'm in Surin, Thailand. I haven't met up with made any friends here yet. I'm waiting for Bobby, time to get going, to come here and build his house. And then I'll have somebody to go have a cup of coffee. Granted, I could go out, find the local watering hole, and probably meet some people. Sometimes it's hard for me to meet people, and I go up there a little standoffish because I guess the way I look. I don't know. But if they sit down and talk to me for 2 minutes, then I can usually, become friendly with most anybody. There's probably a few that I won't, but
Good
um,
morning, Loretta.
is Loretta here? Yeah, there you are.
Yep.
Good morning to you, or what would it be? Good evening, I guess it is
Yeah,
in
about 12 hours
New
out, I think.
York on the East Coast. I have more fun on this. Cool. Yeah, and that's what it's all about. Like I said, it doesn't really matter whether I have 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, 20,000. It doesn't really matter to me. The core people that are here all the time. It seems like it keeps on growing. I think when I first started doing live streams, I maybe got 6 or 8 people, and then it went up and up, and now I get between 30 and 40. And for 1,700 subs, I get as many as people that have 3 times, the amount. So the quality, I guess, is quality over quantity. And I just have a good time with everybody that's in here now. Like I said, the more the merrier. I think that we'll find and meet more people is always awesome to me, and especially if we can all meet up here in Thailand sometime.
Must be
Oh,
doing
okay. You
something
have a.
wrong, though, Dave.
I get a true.
You don't seem to be attracting 2,000 views after the show ends, though.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. How do I say? Oh, okay. I can save that. I think, right? Let me see. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a nice place. Okay, that's the villa that Aaron was talking about. That would be awesome. And yeah, and if you check out that sports fishing deal too, you'll dig that boat. It's awesome. Mean looking Santa. Troll, whatever. Yeah, yeah. I should get out and meet some people. Like I said, I'm going to go into this. I've spent a lot of money on this camping thing, so I'm definitely going to do a video or two on it, and then we'll see what kind of. I might attract a whole different crowd of people. But I've been watching solo camping and solo motor camping and all that kind of stuff for 10 years, and a lot of Australian shows, catching cooks and stuff like that. I like that kind of stuff. it's interesting. Even the ones that people don't talk, it's amazing. Either I'm simple-minded, which could be possible. I'll watch the deal 45-minute hour video, and the guy absolutely said nothing. Just doing his camping thing and making his fire and cooking his dinner and making his steak, and I just kind of like that. I'll probably, I don't know, it's going to be hard to shut me up once I get going, so I'll probably talk. But
What you should do, Dave, is clear a spot across the road and do a
that's what I'm
trial
doing.
camp over there for a day or
That's
two.
what that's what I'm doing. We're going to go over there for one day, and I already talked to the lady. My wife has already asked for her permission, and it'd be perfect because that way all I've got to do is, hey, I got to go to the bathroom, walk across the street and into the house here, and I have no problem. So, or did you bring pepper, or did you bring a fork, or we'll get all the stuff that we know we're going to need, and then me and my wife will do it either out of the back of the kicks or in the truck. We have the truck too, and some places around Surin here. She said that most of the camping places, at least here in Surin, or maybe mainly across Thailand, are shut down during the rainy season. There's no reason for them to be out there. No one, I guess, goes
No, yeah.
camping. Yeah. So she said November, December, January, and February. So for those 4 months, we'll do it, and then I'll probably do a couple of. Granted, I won't be able to bring the air conditioner, but I'll pick a place at a higher elevation. Like I said, during those times here in Surin, in the morning, 68 degrees, 69 degrees. So absolutely perfect overnight with just this fan that I have, that 10-inch one I showed you, will be okay. The heat of the sun and all that, all I really want is a place to go to and sleep. I'll show you the setup that I'm going to make for the generator so that it can run for a long, long time without me having to put gas in it. But then again, I'm going to have to camp someplace where I don't have people camping right next to me because they're going to want me to shut the generator off, and that probably isn't going to happen. So I don't want to cause any problems. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And then we'll get, hey, Verna, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Hey, Jim. But I think it'll be fun. I'll get everybody's input when I go ahead and do it, and it'll probably be after we get back at the middle end of July, depending on when Chuck's going to have his meetup. But when I do the temporary or the test one, I'm going to film that. I'll do a video on that also. Maybe I'll get good at this vlogging thing. Is Maui here? I didn't see Maui. Must be if somebody's saying hi. How you doing, Maui? Glad you could make it. But yeah,
Maui,
I don't know. It'll be fun. And then I don't know. I mean, everybody's got content, and people like James and Fa and Chuck and Paige and Joe and Gift, and the what I consider the travel vloggers of Thailand. They've been everywhere. Chuck's been every freaking place you could possibly think of. So when somebody asks me, well, could you do it? Just go to Chuck's channel and type in whatever area you want to go to, and there's a 99% chance that they've been there, and he's good at it. So I don't know. Now, when I do go somewhere, do I vlog it and give you a picture of the hotel room? Try to. And the food, I do that. But mainly just because, because I feel like I should be doing it. But as far as content for me, I guess I have to find my niche. Maybe it's the camping, maybe it's not. I don't know. But I enjoy doing these and, the live streams. Like I said, it's easier. People have asked me, how come you don't do premieres? Because I have to type, man. I have to type in stuff, and I'm the worst speller in the world. And if I'm not careful when I'm talking into my phone, I'll tell everybody how much I love them and want to be with them when that's not what I said. So I have to be careful. So on this, I just have to watch my voice, my language. I try to keep stuff down for when my grandkids watch this 30, 40 years from now.
Good morning, Cobus.
Hey, Cobus. I want to, so I try to keep that semi clean. But otherwise, I don't know. I'll have to see. And maybe everybody will dig it because I can do the same this from inside the tent with the air conditioner going. I mean, hell, I can even have a green screen if I wanted. But I could still do an hour, 2 hour live stream and the video come out, and more entailed on what I make, because I'm not gonna like get MREs or anything like that. I'm gonna cook a steak and a baked potato and vegetables and bacon and eggs for breakfast, and make it worthwhile. If I go close to a pond or a stream, if I can catch a tilapia, I'll do a catch and cook and do that. And if you guys aren't subscribed to Verna, please do. She's a great lady. She's got a couple of kids and sings and has fun on her channel, and she deserves to be watched. So give her subscribe to her if you can, and watch her occasionally. It's a fun deal. Maybe support her a little bit. Her and her family. She's in the Philippines, by the way, and a very pretty lady, and she's not married. So I don't know if that makes a difference.
I haven't tried American MREs, Jake, but Australian ration packs are pretty good.
The MREs in the U.S. aren't horrible. Some of the stuff is better than others. It I don't know. I've never tried an Australian one, so I don't know.
One of my friends is in special forces in Afghanistan. Said he hates getting the American MREs because they're mostly fat. They taste terrible.
Oh, free thumbs up. Thanks, Aaron.
No, just
Appreciate
camping.
it. What's that? Oh, your
Wife's
picture.
gonna send me a link to some Thai guy camping out in the bush in Ratchaburi.
Yeah, they got. I even noticed because I put in the Moto solo camping. There's even a couple of Thai couples that are doing it, plus 3 or 4 guys that I found just the other day watching. I would kind of see what they were doing, and stuff. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. Like I said, worst case scenario is I get out of the freaking house for a weekend and have a good time. So that would be the
Yeah.
worst.
Well, that's it. You could be stuck in a terrible place like that one behind me.
Yeah, horrible, right? Thanks, Verna.
Yeah.
Verna's the newest member. Now I have 22. Now I'm going to have to do something. And I'm thinking what I'm going to do is a little video clip or a live stream where people can ask me more questions about me, if they're interested. If not, I won't have anybody there. But I got to do something because I feel obligated for the 99 cents. I feel like I got to do something. But she's a good one. Like I said, if you guys can join her channel and support her and her family, they do a lot of stuff. She's on a bunch of different channels that we kind of collaborate with Bobby. Time to get going, and a couple other, mostly Filipinas, strangely enough, and really nice and gorgeous ladies too. I know we almost, is Paul still here? Paul almost got married on one of the shows.
Time.
Dave, question. So when is the camping day? I'm gonna say right after I get back from John TM. The 16th, I'll be leaving to come back. So I'm gonna say somewhere shortly after that, because it's just gonna be across the street, and then I might be going. Obviously, I'll be going back again because Chuck's gonna be doing his. From what I understand, a couple of meetups. So it'll be fun. So anybody that's in the area, or think that you're going to be around the area in the end of July, either watch Chuck's channel or Facebook or whatever, or I'm sure that once he tells me and I ask him, he'll say, yeah, you can tell. I'll let everybody here know what, when, and where. But from what I understand, there might be 2, so see what happens. You like that, Paul? And Paul's Paul's a good guy. He did a segment with a couple of gals and on Bobby's show on his Friday Night Lives, and he he's one of the ones that are in the classification of I'm at the end of my days. I want to go and enjoy them, but I have responsibilities to others. One of them being his brother, and a lot of people our ages, our moms, our dads, our aunts, our uncles. They re, they restrict us from going not on their own merit. I'm sure that, like I said, I would never want my kids to not go on with their life and enjoy the end of their life to take care of this old guy and and watch me get my diapers changed and stuff. No, I just want to die. But like I said, I think most people are do it. But our age group, we run into problems with family, not problems, but stuff we're obligated to take care of. You know, and Jake is one. Bobby was one. In fact, Bobby's right now at his dad's uh, funeral or whatever for. I believe it's for the government. I mean, for being a vet, right? I think they put together a whole deal for him, maybe 21 guns and all that stuff, which is awesome. So, Bobby, if you're listening, how you doing? Uh, Rest in peace, Dad, and everybody's going to go on and have a good life. And we had talked about that before. I'd said, I know that in my case, and from what Bobby has told me about his dad, being a good dude, he's probably like, you know what? I want my son to go out and have just a one giant party until it's time for him to go, and I'm sure that he wouldn't have wanted to hang around. I know I wouldn't have. Quality of life, right? I mean, what's the quality of life? I mean, if I'm up and around, I don't need help. So he could have went anyway, you know. So I'm hoping that I'm never. I don't want to say a burden, I'm sure that my kids would do whatever I would hope they would want to take care of me or see after me and that kind of stuff. I just wouldn't want them to. I'd want them to go and enjoy the end of days. But we'll see. Tommy, no worries. Nice to meet you. Ron, sorry for the late response. It's late. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping everybody's. Tommy, I'm looking forward to meet. I got to see him and semi-meet him through Chuck's videos because Chuck met up with him in Texas. But all the people that I've been on YouTube with that I haven't met, I'm looking forward to meeting. Tommy happens to be high on the list. I'd love to meet everybody, and I missed Andy, and I'm probably gonna miss Robert Mack, and until he comes again. But maybe if I get off my procrastinating behind and get that envelope over there in the mail and get my passport redone, then I can start doing some traveling to the neighboring countries. One of them being Vietnam,
Yes,
Laos, and
get that passport in, Dave.
yeah, I got to get it in, and it's all done. Paperwork's done. Everything's done. I got to find my picture, either that or take another one. We can't find my book. I have to have my wife find it. That in there and the $4,400 bank draft, and it's done. Send it off. Let's see. Sweaty y'all, how you doing, Bob? Glad you could make it back. He was in the last live stream. Actually, grew up probably within 2 blocks or 3 blocks, right, of where I grew up in Reseda, California. Who's in Texas? Yeah. There's Aaron. Where? Austin. There you go. I always wanted to be a procrastinator, but I never got around to it. Yeah, no kidding, right? I'm just so bad, man. So bad. Now I am done with everything. The check for January, February, March, April, May, and June has already come to my mom's house, and I'm supposed to get my first direct deposit on my third retirement deal today or tomorrow on the first. It'll come on the first of each month, and that's the one that I'm the most interested in getting it done, or was. It's done now, because my wife, after I pass, gets more than she makes with the government right now for the rest of her life, which is important to me. And I'll get called an idiot by a troll. You're giving that to somebody? And like I had said before, even if I didn't love my wife and I met her and we were companions, I would have married her just so she could get that. So that's what I would have done. So I got no worries and stuff. Yeah, Jack in the Box. And I was right behind. If that Jack in the Box, if you walk through the field that used to be there, there's actually houses and stuff. If you walk through that field, you would and step down onto Cantera, you'd be looking directly at my house. Oh, look, we've got a troll. Here we go. Let's let him in.
Oh no! Oh
There
no!
he is. Super
Not
troll.
a troll.
What's happening, brother?
The king,
Oh
the
man!
king of trolls.
Little. How's everyone
You
this
were
morning? I've been watching. I've been watching and listening in while I've been.
you were up late,
had
right?
makeup and.
You were
Yeah,
up
yeah.
late.
I got. Yeah, I walked in about. I don't know, 5-6 hours ago. About 3:30
Wow.
a.m. and it's almost 9 a.m. now. So yeah. Got a little bit of a rough throat from the yelling over the music and some of the singing that I attempted
Ah,
live.
you sang. You sang?
Lord help me if anybody videotaped that, which everyone had a camera.
Oh, I'm going to be asking for that.
What a
I'm gonna
night!
be.
What a
Yeah.
night!
Now, what was it? An opening of a bar or something, or?
No, one of Nick closed the hacienda. He sold the hacienda today. Turned over the keys.
Ah, so last night was the
There was a
goodbye.
farewell
Thank you
party.
for everything. Ah, okay.
Yeah, people came
A lot of
from
people.
quite a 3-4 hour drive away. Some people came.
Was James there?
No, James was busy.
Was he?
Yeah,
Ah,
he already had plans, and a lot of you guys already know where James was because I came into James's live stream for
oh,
about
did you?
5
I
seconds.
missed it. I
I
must have
couldn't hear
been
anything,
sleeping.
you know. So, but
I must
yeah,
have been
James was doing a
sleeping.
live stream. Bob did a live stream right before I left, and yeah, it was fun. I had a great. My little alter ego had a great time too.
I thought
Yeah,
trolls were small.
but
Oh,
I hope that's
who
not
made
here.
it? No, I think that's Brock.
I got
Yeah,
the
he
washing
muted
machine
himself.
going. I thought, oh no, it's got a bearing
Brock's pretty
going.
good with the pretty good with the muting. Yeah, we rode our stingrays through that field. Yeah, they're right at the end was the wall, and then there was some like concrete that rolled down, and you could get down into the street. That's unbelievable. Here on YouTube, meet somebody that grew up a block away from me. That's
Oh,
unbelievable.
the stingray. Okay. Yeah,
But
in the
Tommy
valley.
Aaron, San Fernando Valley. Isn't big rains on the way to the coast? To Tommy, I don't know. Well, Tommy will answer. Party,
Not
I
a second
haven't
here.
been there since I was a kid. I was rebuilding a sail yacht in the sports boat dock out there. I think he's talking to Tommy J, right, Aaron? So anyway, so that was the gist.
Oh,
What's
sorry.
that? Almost
What's
an
that
hour.
look like?
What
A
is it?
napkin.
Oh.
Wiping off my glasses.
Ah, Douglas is supposed to come tonight and
Just play
tomorrow.
acting. Everything on
Wow.
YouTube's an illusion. No, we had a great time last night, or I had a great time. Well, there's a lot of people I had
Did
never
Dal
met.
go with you, or did she
No, she
let you
stayed
run
home.
amok? She let you
No,
run amok?
we the day before yesterday we had a very, 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 very long day. Hi, Douglas. We Keisha was in town.
Oh, that's right.
Keisha and Charles and her wonderful friend. I can't get her name. Anyway, we did a whole bunch of the tourist stuff for people that are new to town.
No. Now, how many
We
bars
did
does he still own? Two,
three,
three, three. So he
three.
still
Yeah,
owns. He had four, and now he owns three.
right. Yeah, the hacienda was the
And who's
the
what's
beginning.
the? I keep forgetting the other guy's name that I met at the meetup. I liked him.
Oh, Martin.
That no, the one that owns all the bars and the
Oh,
Muay Thai and
Brian Flowers.
Brian
Yeah.
Brian Fly.
Yeah,
He's
Brian
a
was
nice
busy
guy,
too.
man.
Yeah, Brian is
I
a
think
great guy.
at that meetup, I think I talked to him the longest out of anybody that was there. We sat there and rapped for a little while. Him and his dad. His dad was leaving the next day, I think, for the
Yeah,
UK
Keith was
or
leaving the
something.
next day, and he could
Yeah.
have been spending his time with his girlfriend and everything, and he came down to hang out with you. So no, I mean,
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. It was a
great
good time.
guys, really great guys. I miss Keith a lot, actually.
Yeah, in case you guys know, the tomorrow there's a meetup at the Wombat, right?
Where?
Is it
The what?
tomorrow?
The what
Is
bat?
there one tomorrow? The first Saturday of
Yeah,
every
yeah,
month,
yeah.
I heard. There's a meetup in case anybody's watching that's actually in Thailand. Is Key going to that tomorrow, or is she still there, or did she go back?
That's
Are they?
tentative because she's
Okay.
back in Bangkok. So there's a
Okay.
very good possibility that her and Charles will come down just for that.
Cool. That'll
Oh, at
be.
least there'll be
Anybody gonna
somebody
live stream or
interesting there.
what's
I
that, Brock?
missed it.
I said at least there'll be somebody interesting there instead of that loser that I believe is going to turn up.
No, yeah, I'll be there. So
Yeah.
I'm right here. I'm right here, Brock.
Oh, hello, Mitch. Didn't see you.
What was I gonna ask you? I was gonna ask you something.
Thank you, Jake.
There's a bunch of people coming, right? It's gonna be quite a few people there, right?
Yeah, it's
I
you
Up
hear
and
stuff
down.
about why do you have meetups and why do you well, duh, it's fun. It's a lot
Yeah.
of fun to meet
What's
people.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly. Exactly.
there's a
What's it all
guy.
about?
It'll be a surprise, but a gentleman I met last night, first time in the Hacienda for him. He's here on vacation, American guy, but his content is South America and Central America because that's where he lives. And
Oh, really?
dude, this man. So when I go to South America or Central America,
Have you
I'll
ever
be.
been to Costa Rica?
I have not. I have not. No, and
Costa Rica, you'd feel right at home because you'd get off the plane and get hit in the face with
blasting.
75% humidity,
Yeah.
95 degrees. It's exactly the same as here, except on the other side of the planet. 12 hours of light, 12 hours of dark, ice in the beer. I mean, exactly the same climate and rainy season and a dry season. It's weird because people say, "Well, what?" I would say the hardest thing for me is the humidity. It's still for breathing wise, for every wise. It's a hard thing to get, but you do become acclimated. Did you? Are you semi? I know you. It's still hot, but did you become semi acclimated to the humidity? You take it a little better now than a year ago when you got here. I know I do.
Oh
to
yeah,
a
yeah,
certain
yeah. It's
extent,
funny.
yeah.
I get questions. Some of them not so nice. How does a fat guy deal with the heat? Shit like that. It's like, man,
We
just like I
sweat.
deal with your ass.
We sweat just like
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
else.
I'm more accustomed to it. Doesn't mean I love it. I'm sitting there and I'm dripping sweat. But
Right there.
as long as I know I've got, AC. I've got refuge. AC in the car, some wind
Right.
when I'm on the motorbike. Like or a pool or the water.
I
I
used
can
to
deal
go to
with
the
it.
bar
As long as I know
with a
there's an
couple
end
of
to it.
guys, and I used to go to the bars with a couple of guys, and we'd sit right on the whole front of the main bar, overlook the main walking street, and watch the people watch. But they had fans there, and as long as there was just the tiniest bit of air moving over my sweat, evaporating, I was cool.
Yeah, yeah.
When you get those dead calm periods,
Ugh.
it's devastating.
Okay,
But
get
then
this.
go ahead.
Couple of things. Aaron, yes, he says about meeting the fans. They talk fun to meet the fans. LOL. You know what? That's one of the main reasons I do it. I've been talking to people for about 6 years in various chats, just as Mr. Mitch. I've always been Mr. Mitch,
Right.
and then all of a sudden I'm meeting somebody that I'm putting the face with the name, and that's what I love about it, right there.
Yeah.
That's it. That for me, that's my YouTube experience is meeting people
just
that
everybody-
are from the chat that
Yeah.
we've been talking about. Oh, you're from Philly, and oh, you're from this or that, or
Yeah, because you've been
that's
around a
what's
long
cool.
time. I haven't been around a year. So.
yeah, because
Well-
insomnia. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Mitch has always been known for either there's
yeah,
three
about
or
the
four
Gulf
of them,
Coast.
or he never sleeps.
Chuck could answer that. I
I've
I
never,
heard
I've never been there. I've never been.
Chuck
to the
and
Gulf Coast.
Chuck and Brent talking about it when we were at Rocky Point, talking about the humidity in Texas and compared.
For,
They were very similar. Thanks, Jake. They're very similar.
yeah, I agree too, Aaron.
Yeah, I met some guys last night.
It's fun.
It really, I need a new head transplant or something because my hearing is just, even I wear hearing aids, but with all the background noise and people and loud music and everything, it's just, I can't. So a lot of the conversations I miss sucks.
You guys are trying to help me out, but I was so
Thanks, Chris.
tired
Top
I
of the
fell
day to you,
asleep.
too.
Hey, anytime, Loretta, just relax and have a good time and listen. Don't matter. But it is the same thing with me. Like I said,
No problem.
does it matter to me whether I have 1,000 subs or 10,000 subs? No. Does it matter to me that I get to meet more people? Kind of. Do I feel like I've met enough here to probably have more than enough for my lifetime? Probably. But I want to meet more. I want more interesting, good stand-up people. And like I said, 100% of the people that I've met from YouTube, met face to face, have been stand-up people. I haven't
Yeah,
met
that's
one
in
where I
that.
got where I turned around and said, "God, what an asshole! I didn't
That's
really
great,
think he'd
Ron
be that
John.
big an asshole." Never, never. Mitch is
Thanks.
just like you see him right now. Is exactly the same person. Tom,
Yeah,
Mark,
half-witted,
everybody I've
ugly.
met.
That's me.
But it is,
Chuck,
and that's
no,
what
go
I
ahead.
look
I'll let
for
you.
when I see somebody on YouTube, and that's what I kind of like about this venue is that we could put 6, 8 people up here, and you do kind of you're not face to face, but you know what that person. You could put a face to the name, and like me, Santa Claus. But it just to know people is I don't know what else do I have, man. I mean, how many more years do I really think that I have? If I have 10, I'd probably be lucky. If I go 75, I'd probably be lucky. Now I'd like to go 85, but we'll see what happens. But I want to meet people. I mean, that's what I'm hearing. I'm relaxing. I mean, I have the ability to travel, the ability to meet people, the time and stuff to do this. Uh, why not? Why not have some fun? Put all together. Hey, Tim's here. Hey, Tim,
I'll start
how
reading
are
the
you?
comments. So yeah, exactly. Personal
If
bond, face to face, Aaron.
the
Yeah,
if the meetups didn't work, well, it's time to stop them.
yeah. I
Yeah,
don't. Yeah, like I said, I mean, is there a possibility that someone from this channel could? I don't even think it's a possibility. Most of the people that I believe that are on this channel are stand-up people. They have the same kind of thinking,
Yeah, we're
and
all
those
warped.
people get along. They don't argue or fight or scream and yell and jump up and down. I don't think they have a problem with anybody. Like I said, 100% of the people. Now there's whatever, but 100% of the people that I've met face to face are exactly what you see on here and anything that you've read about them, whatever the case may be. They're all stand-up people. I haven't met one to say, "Oh, that Mitch was a real asshole." Not one
I
person.
have.
Me, me, right?
They get to know me long enough. I'm only a moderator, by the way.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You're
My
only a
friend Andy,
moderator.
another gentleman that I met
Yeah, I
through
wish I could have
YouTube,
got to meet him.
fortunately enough to meet, to have some
Here,
meals
tell me
with,
one
and even he at
more.
great expense, or
Thanks,
he came
Sean.
back
Appreciate it.
to see us again before he went
Yeah, I
home.
mean, yeah, and I'm really
Hey, Tony's in
kicking
the house.
myself in. Is he?
Good
Hey,
morning.
Tony, how you doing?
Yeah.
Good morning to you. I
Good
was
morning,
just
Tony.
talking about you, and I don't know if you got it, but you were in the pool doing a live stream, and I was just talking away, saying hi to everybody, and you didn't see me at all. And I think it was I take it back to a period 6 months ago where your wife had to come outside and say, "Hey, you're not getting all the chat. You're not seeing it all." So I don't know what the deal is at your house, but I was
Morning,
going.
ET.
Maybe Tony
ET.
blocked me. Maybe Tony blocked me. I don't know, but I'm glad to hear from you. I hope everything's good. I know that you're working on your house. The backyard looks awesome. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, I was talking about you literally last night. I said Tony Bad Badger in Thailand, and Tony Badger, and we were talking about bikes. I ran into a guy that had saw all of us on the motorbike trip and was just asking all kinds of questions. And
Yeah, me too.
so,
All right. Yeah, good. I'm glad that you
yeah,
came
your name
around. Yeah,
came up.
and he said that he took kind of a break with the family and stuff. That's awesome. Well, Tony, I think if you guys aren't familiar with Tony or subscribe to him, he does most of his stuff for his keep his family advised in and around
Yeah.
the world on what he does, and that's awesome. That's great. My family refuses to watch me. I think if I could put my stuff on Facebook, I could probably get another 1,000 subs, but I just don't put it on. I just don't share it on Facebook. But I don't think there's one person, one part of my family that watches
Hey,
any of
Andy.
these lives.
Speaking of
Hey, there he
Andy,
is.
speaking
We
of
were just
Andy,
talking about him.
right here, I said,
Good morning, Andy.
isn't that funny how that works?
Ain't saying
Yeah, I
yeah,
totally
good. I'm
forgot
glad
what I
you're
was
back
gonna
around,
say.
Tony. I'm looking forward to when I get back. When Chuck gets done with his mom and everything gets semi settled and stuff, I'm going to start hitting him up on that second bike ride. So I hope that you can make it. I think it'll be fun. Once maybe what would it be? July, August, September. I don't know. When does the rainy season stop? September, October, November. Even if we set up
I
something
should
for
know,
that, I'd
but
be up for it.
I don't.
I'd be up for that.
Yeah, around about the end of October, if I recall.
So
It's the only
hopefully we
T-shirt
can.
that fits me anymore.
Hopefully we can set something up. Dave, you look totally different from your younger days. Yeah, my hair was black and I had hair, and my beard was kind of black. I know which picture you're probably referencing. I think it's the one that I have my arm around my wife with a
Speaking
vest
of
on.
pictures from the older days, have you
You like
seen
this better? Yeah,
Carl's
I know. I was
Thailand's
kind of ratty. What's that? I'm sorry.
recent video? Have you seen Carl's Thailand?
I
Recent?
only I saw like the first 2 minutes and I got or a minute and he was talking about a bunch of pictures from the old days, right?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
back long time ago, back in Witherspoons, we were having lunch, and he said, "I've got all these slides I got to put, and I want to put them together and talk about them." And it's finally coming to fruition. Hey, TT, and so
Cool, Tony.
I'm watching his video yesterday, and about 3 minutes in, boom, he shows a picture of the Malaysia hotel. And he says, "This is the first place we stayed." And I was like, pause. Oh my God. That's the first place I stayed in 1981 was the Malaysia
Oh, really?
Hotel in Bangkok. Yeah. And I
Ah.
had no idea what part of the town we were in or what was vibrant and not. And so I guess we were right in the thick of it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
caught like first 2 minutes and something happened. I ended up
So it
watching
makes me,
something else or doing
I
something.
wish I took more pictures or selfies and whatever. I have to reach out to some of my old high school buddies
Hey,
and
T.
get some of those. Yeah. Titastic does all the digital work for like the meetups and stuff that we've had at the Wombat, the promos, the advertising. That's Titastic.
morning, Nick.
That's Titastic's work. In case anyone doesn't know that, he is a. I know he's right here.
I
in
do.
the
If you
chat,
guys
so-
aren't subscribed to his channel, by all means, I met him. Last time was the first time I met him. The time before that, I'd missed it. But good guy. He needs
No,
to
he
show
knows
more
his-
of the female owner. We need more footage of the female owner. Beautiful lady, real nice lady. I'm just kidding. But he does the video of their advertisement of the 99 baht buffet and stuff, right? That's all
Yeah, everything.
TT's stuff.
Everything Wombat you see digitally, anywhere, unless it's some news thing or whatever. But I'm talking Google, TripAdvisor, all that stuff. That's
I was gonna-
Titastic's work.
I know at one time, Titastic, and maybe you could ask her again. I'd like for Cherie to come on if she wants to. Maybe she'll get a couple of more subs and stuff. I know you had said a while back she tried one time, and I'm going back months, and she couldn't get on or something. So hit her up again. I know that she could probably use the subs. I know she supplements her life here. So by all means, if you're still here, you might not be here, but by all means, tell her if she wants to. She's more than welcome to come on, and I'll promote her with my 1,700 subs.
I'm taking notes. I'm writing down Andy's Vietnam trip, 30 August to 28 September. I'm putting that in my
Is that? I
notepad
didn't
and
see.
putting a big
Oh,
star
okay.
by it.
No. I'm glad Mitch is
Yeah,
right.
we're talking a trip to Vietnam, actually.
I want
A
to go. I want to
few
go,
of
but I
us.
got to have a passport. So I better get my passport
Yeah,
in the
got to have
frickin'
a
mail.
passport.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
Titastic is here. Okay, cool.
Vietnam's pretty tough on people trying to get in without passports.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
it just
might
doesn't
be.
work too well. You
Yeah.
I
might
know
get
that
a
they're
stay.
still,
I might get a stay a while, but it'll be like at the airport, a detention thing, maybe.
like I said, man. It's just my era.
The
I just have
80s.
a bad taste in my mouth of Vietnam, man. It's just like, I had a bunch of friends there, and so. But from what I understand, it's absolutely beautiful. So are the Philippines, man. I've heard a bunch of good and bad. I still haven't been there. Mitch, you been there before? Philippines?
I have not, and I am
Yeah.
going. What did I do with my
Yeah, I
phone? Oh,
want to
here it
go
is.
too. There's a lot of places I want to go. I better get on my. I better start moving around and getting all my ducks in a row. I do have everything now set. All my retirements and everything is all done and over with. I don't have to mess with any of that again. The house is built. I have to put a little bit of money into the house, but pretty much that's covered, so I can get back on to enjoying my enjoying my life. And my wife knew that from the beginning. She knew that I would take off during the week occasionally, because like I said, I don't miss her that much because she works all day. So if I go between Monday and Friday for 2 or 3 days or whatever, or 4 days or 5 days, I don't really miss much time with her because I don't like being away from her. She's pretty cool. I love my wife, and a lot of women that I've spent time with in the past, I say just the opposite. I was always looking for a way to get away from them, Except for
A
this
lot
one. I
a
was.
lot of
You guys can't see
Aussie
that. Can you guys see her? Yeah. There. I always
oh
do
yeah.
that, so that's my wife
Great
that passed.
question, Aaron. Great question.
I
Yeah,
had that
great
put on
question.
my arm 2 days after she passed. What did Aaron say? What's this?
Total
What?
investment on your house. Have you done that
Yeah,
breakdown yet?
it's gonna be it's right by the time it's done. Okay, and that means the plunge pool, the uh, the koi pond, and the building that we want to build on the slab over there where the temporary koi pond is now, right around 3 million, and that doesn't include the land, and that includes the Thai kitchen, the everything that's in this house. So I'm going to say that even with property, I mean, where are you going to go and build a basically 2,200 square foot, 4 bedroom, 3 bath home with a wall around it completely and a gate and a koi pond and a little plunge pool and all that for 100 grand? It's like it's crazy. Now, would I have built that if we went down this road before? Would I have built that if I was single?
Of
Probably
course.
not. Yeah, but in this particular instance, yeah, and people are saying, what I think in my mind, would I have built it even if my wife didn't get the loan and all that? And if I could have put everything together, I probably would have. I don't have any fears that my wife is going to take all my money and go. She can have it. She's earned it already. She's basically saved my life.
Thanks,
She was
Tommy.
the only one in that room for 2 months straight, 3 times a day, holding my hand, telling me to be strong. And she's a good one. And we'd only been together 8 months, so you go
Catch you
figure, man.
later, Ron John.
Run down there.
Jay East in the house.
Hey,
How you doing
where
this
is it?
morning?
I didn't see Jay's. All right, Ron, take it easy.
See you, Ron.
Some interesting
Not
snippet
bad.
from
I'm
the
already at 3
Vietnam
mil
days.
on our bill. What's
Uh-huh.
that?
Some of the some interesting snippet from the Vietnam days. Some of the Australian veterans went back. Guys that were actually called tunnel rats. They used to dive down the
Yes, I know
tunnels.
exactly what they're. Yeah,
They
Yeah.
went back to those areas and had a look at the tunnels and met people that were in the tunnels, and they had a great time, treated with respect,
yeah,
no animosity.
yeah. It's
That's correct.
were
Yeah.
there sick bastards? There were sick bastards on both sides, and the sick I
Oh yeah,
mean by the ears and all the stuff. I don't need to go into all the crap, skinning people and stuff like that. That's just
Hey,
sickness,
hey, Joe.
They're just
Happy
sick
to see
all
you
over.
back.
But
The
I'm
the
sure
thing
that
about
it'll go right out the window,
all of
and
that,
I'll be fine.
it's
You know,
yeah.
we entered into a war.
yeah, that we
Whatever
didn't
your
could never win.
thoughts are on that, the end is war as hell, and
3 million
all it
girls
serves
still-
is
It does
Now, does
seem
that
to
include
be.
the land, Aaron, or that's just for the house?
yeah.
Is
We
it
were
family
talking
land?
about tunnel rats just 2 days ago,
Were you?
Brock, and I'm gonna go. They've widened some of the tunnels, for foreigners to go on holiday, and
Yeah.
I'm into that stuff. I'm a little bit claustrophobic at times, but I can climb into a fuel cell of an
Yeah, they have,
aircraft,
Tony.
if I got enough Vaseline on me, and
Yeah, I couldn't.
to
I
do an
couldn't.
inspection, and
There's no way.
I go in tunnels. Ask all
Hey,
the guys
Jace.
on the trip, man. I've squeezed through some pretty freaking skinny holes in the
Now,
mountain.
who are you talking about going to Vietnam with?
Oh, that's top secret, Dave. No, Keisha and Charles
Well, I know that we
have
had
just come
originally
back.
talked to Robert Mack. We both had talked to Robert Mack.
Yeah. I
about
definitely want to
wanting
see
him
Mack in Asia, in Vietnam. That's what I want to do. I want to see that. I want to have someone boots on the ground,
Well,
someone that's been there multiple times,
Yes,
lives there
yes.
basically for a period of time.
Has a Vietnamese wife.
Yeah, but Keisha and
family
Charles
there.
just came back, retired, life without kids. Her link was just up a second ago, but they want to go back, and so I said, well, I want to go, and so that was on the table just 2 days ago. Well, let's go to Vietnam then. So yesterday, when I was out taking care of some other stuff, Dow went to the Thai passport immigration office, whatever it is, and her passport will be here in about a week. So
Yeah, well, I gotta get my passport then because
war
it's
is
gonna
hell,
pop
man.
up.
And
Yeah, it is.
and the people that were, Jake just said war is hell, and that's right. No country can win a war run by politicians.
No.
It's true. I mean, if
Yeah,
they're
I
just they're the
would
same.
be
They're the same as
freaking
us, right? They
out.
want the same things in life. Our adversaries want the same thing we want. We just want to get up, have a job, eat, sleep,
Yeah,
have our little space, whatever. We the same. So
it's supposed to be a beautiful. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm watching that. If you guys aren't, because I have no. I've never
Yeah,
met the
you
man, never known anything about it. But that Patty Doyle, that's doing that. That's doing the same thing he did here in Thailand in Vietnam, is unbelievable. The places he's only been out. I
such a
think he's got
beautiful
3
country.
or 4. Yeah, gorgeous,
That's
gorgeous
that
place,
your
man.
background. You could easily say that's Vietnam.
Yeah. I mean, it
So
was
it's
the
just
stuff
like here.
he's
I
doing
mean,
is awesome. And whether you like the guy or not like the guy, I don't see how you could not like him. He's not. Seems like a personable guy. But if you can get to his channel, and he's put up 3 or 4, I think, in the series so far, you'll be blown away by the
Yeah.
drone footage and all that stuff.
most of my senior sergeants, when I was a young private PFC specialist buck sergeant in the Army, they were Vietnam vets. So I've lived with vets, and yeah, I mean, it's just war is hell. War
Yeah,
is
it
hell.
Big time.
War is hell. It
My
sticks
friends
with
that
you. It
came
stays
back,
with you.
my friends that came back they were all big boys. I was always friends with, all my friends were always older by 3, 4 years, 5 years. So they all went in 68, 69, 70, stuff like that. And they were all big boys, 6'4", 6'5", 300 pounds. And
Yeah.
and,
At the
most of
time,
them
you
came
couldn't
back,
sit around and go, man, look
138
at that
pounds,
mountain there and that river
sick
flowing
with,
down. It's so beautiful. James is saying it was beautiful, but they shot at you. That's true.
Oh,
That's true, Paul. That's true. It's just not... Well, my mom was a little different. Let me tell you. No, just kidding. No, it's yeah, war. That would be a good topic, Dave.
I hate the war. I don't
No, I'm
dig it
just
at all.
kidding. When you talk about Vietnam and you think, remember what was happening back in the States? I was very young, but the protest, right?
Yeah, sure.
And then when the guys came
Getting
home,
spit on, getting.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
The
it was,
Vietnamese weren't spitting on you; they were shooting you because that was their
I'd rather
job.
get shot. I'd rather get shot at than have my own country spit on me as I
So
got off a plane. You know, it just, I don't know. Bad taste. I do want to go with Robert Mack because I think Tim had asked, where do I want to go? I don't have a clue. So I want someone like Robert Mack that his wife is born and raised there or whatever
see,
to
that's why
tell
I'm
us,
taking
yeah, we'll
notes,
go here
Andy.
and here.
I'm I'm like James in a lot of respects, man. Hey, plan the trip, man. I'm in. I just want to go and see something, and
Exactly.
so I guarantee you, one of them places, if we're there, then we might actually see
Cola.
you. I'd love to. I'd love to find my way to you
All right,
over there.
Tony, take it. Have a good day.
Oh,
I
See you,
love
right,
Tony.
Colac.
right there, suffer through the
Hey,
day,
John,
Cowlock.
how
Tony.
you doing? Hey,
Oh, it's
John.
beautiful down there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful down there. That is a wonderful,
I want to
wonderful
go.
place where
Well,
Tony
you know, if
lived.
there's
Tony
going
and
to be,
Lisa
it
lived.
sounds like from what you're saying, there's going to be maybe 8, 10 people or something that might be going, right? Is what it
No,
sounds like to me. No?
no.
5 or 6
Yeah,
at
6.
least. Yeah. That would be
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
So
At
John's saying
most.
hello,
At
coming
most.
back. Yeah, it was the hardest. Yeah, no shit, right, James? You know, like I said, bad taste. Um, uh, I still, the government, I'm not particularly happy with because they'll spend, you know, the country. I shouldn't just say the government. They'll spend millions and millions of dollars on training you to kill somebody, and yet when they return you to the United States anyway, they say, okay, boom, go ahead, go out, have a good time. Well, what are you educated to do? Well, I could flip hamburgers at McDonald's, but otherwise I can kill people. Do you need anybody killed or anything? I can do that. They don't even give them any kind of, 2-3 months of, putting them through something to, get it out of their mind again. Because
Yeah,
when they
you need to
drill
be
into,
detrained.
yeah, now, and maybe they do. I've said this before and bitched and moaned about it, and I've heard from some people that they do something for doo doo. They do things now to help people that are coming back from war, but you just don't go over
Yeah.
there and kill women and children and stuff like that, and they just come back and you're just hunky dory, you know.
The main
Just
thing
don't
they
happen.
teach you for demobbing is don't write on your resume that you're trained to shoot at things or
Yeah, no
blow them
shit.
up. It doesn't go over well.
Yeah, unless you're gonna work in a foreign country,
Yeah.
guerrilla wise.
Hey, John.
But what did I miss?
I'm
Yeah.
Anything?
slow
You want a
today.
job in human resources? Don't put down that you know how to shoot.
But I am looking forward to going to Vietnam. I am looking forward to going to Cambodia and Laos. I haven't been any of these places around me, and they're all pretty much wide open now, as far as I'm understanding. And today is the first, so I'd be curious what's going on out there with the Thailand Pass. I'm probably the only person that I know that's coming real soon is going to be Jam. Is the only one that I know is coming in 3 days, but I'll be interested to find out what they had to
James.
do.
Yeah.
I was the what?
At a
That
specific
is
set of skills. I will find you.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, what can you do? I can kill people and I can flip hamburgers. I'm on the top of I should be able to get a job anywhere. It's just
And
crazy. I don't know.
drink beer. Don't forget
Hopefully, we
drink
won't
beer.
have too many other wars. I think if we have another war, I think it's going to be ending everything.
No,
I
no,
don't
no. They can't. No.
have an idea how they could possibly help the poor Ukrainians. Yeah, I haven't followed anything. No news whatsoever. I just don't follow it. I'm hoping that, I feel for anybody that's put in that position. I don't know enough about it to probably talk about it, but anybody that the Russians want to beat the crap out of, I'll be on the opposite side. So that's just me. But I don't know enough about it to really talk about it. But I hope that I don't know. I don't even know if things have escalated or mellowed out. I haven't a clue. Sorry to say, uh, I don't know. I have an idea they could possibly. Oh, okay. Help in Texas shooting in our blood. No need to. Skill. Yeah, no kidding, right? Uh,
So yeah, I want to see. What do I want to see in Vietnam? obviously the highlights, but I want to see that big cave, that massive cave complex where the jungle just caved in,
Yeah.
and I don't know the name of
I
it.
don't know. I don't
Easy to
either.
Google, but I wanna go spelunking through there,
Tommy wants to know
and
what's for breakfast, Brock. What are you getting made for you back there? Pasta?
Oh no, it's the wife's murdering meatballs,
Ah,
oh,
okay. Meatballs
meatballs.
again. The
chicken,
meatballs
chicken
are.
to be
I
precise.
gotta check that out. I'm sure I'll meet up at Brock's house one
I had a
sometime.
friend. His nickname was Meatballs. I hope it's not him that she's murdering.
No,
Pang Na. Let me
Here's,
look it up. Yeah, Pang Na.
yeah, I know nothing about the areas in
Here's what
Vietnam.
I'm gonna Google. I'm just gonna say massive
Massive.
cave structure, Vietnam.
yeah, it's not Phang Na. That's Thailand.
Son Dung. Hang Sang Dung, I think. Parents translated Vietnam, cave of the mountain river, cave of mountains beyond the Dung Village. Okay. I have to go for images now. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's it. Hang
Yeah,
Sang.
exactly, Joe.
I'm not sure how to really pronounce it.
Joe says it helps if you know how to shoot for a
Yeah,
janitor
you bet.
in the schools here. Yeah, they keep them safe, right?
That
If
thing
all the
is just
janitors were
seen a
armed.
couple of documentaries on that. And 2009, there's an official cave survey done. So I mean, we're talking fairly new discovery, right?
Ah,
For
cool.
the public, anyway.
So does anybody? Do you have any idea what they're talking
Tani
about
Pang
time
National
wise
Park.
on going on this Vietnam thing? August,
No,
September,
it was just on the
October.
table,
Okay,
just on the table. So,
cool.
but yeah, like I said, Keisha and Charles had just gotten back, and I was like, man, it's on my list. It has been on my list for a long time. And talking to Robert Mack about it. Hey, Tom, how you doing? Thailand Digital Nomad. And
Vietnam. Hey,
so
Tom.
it's been on my bucket list for a long time, like the Philippines has too. So, but yeah, it came
Yeah, I'd
up, and
like
it's
to do
like,
the
well, let's go.
Philippines
We
too.
want to go back. We want to go back. So let's go. And with things open currently the way they are, and only getting better. So,
The fan's still going.
yeah.
Well, either way, I got to get that out today. Maybe I'll force myself to go up to the bank and get that bank note. And if I
Yeah,
don't have a
go,
picture, go down
go.
and get one. Yeah,
Get her done.
get a
Get her
picture of
done.
me. Yeah, I need to. And
Sounds
they
good to me too,
automatically send you
Tommy.
the big one, right?
I just want to sit down somewhere and enjoy what's in front of me.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. In Vietnam.
Yeah, yeah. I spent two nights. So what is it? 3 days, 2 nights, roughly. Drove up. I'd flown up to Udon years ago, and then I'd rented a car for about 10 days and drove all over the place, and caught the bus across the border, Lao border. Went to, I don't know how to pronounce it, Vientiane, or I forget how you pronounce it.
Right.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure how to pronounce it, but yeah, went there. I was like, yeah, I want to come back here. It served as a border run for me too at the time. It wasn't my intention for going up north, but it worked out that way.
They do have good coffee. I'm up for
Right
good
on,
coffee.
Tim.
I think,
Yeah, they're into their coffee, aren't they?
seems like every
Yeah.
country is. Even in Costa Rica, that was a big thing for them, is the coffee beans that they
Way
grew up in
back
the mountains.
in the
Always.
day when I was in Sri Lanka, I got into tea. And what's that tea Scott was talking about? He was talking about Katom tea or something like that, I think it's called. Yeah.
Yeah, Dana's the what would you call him?
Little
He loves
Vietnamese
coffee.
sandwiches. Yeah.
What's Vietnamese? The only Vietnamese food I had was my wife told me it was Vietnamese noodle soup. But I don't know what is there.
Well,
Is their food spicy or is it not spicy? Does anybody
I don't
know?
know. That's a good question. Anchor what? Dave. Let's go to Anchor.
What is
Cambodia.
it?
We'll go to Siem Reap and we'll do some temples, man.
Yeah, it sounds good to me.
You can
Hey,
drive.
Wazo.
You can drive around temple to temple.
Now, is it hard to get a vehicle in and out of Cambodia or Laos or because I heard one of the places you don't want to drive into. You don't want to take your vehicle, scooter, car into the country, but I don't remember what it was.
Um,
Was this Muyai?
I've driven in
Muyo.
Cambodia, but my a guy, my sister worked with a guy whose nephew actually picked us up at the Siem Reap airport and took care of us for the week that we were there. The one trip that I was there with my sister, and I'm still in contact with him too. Um, but I drove his car. Um, it was
In?
funny as hell because I said to my sisters, she's in the back seat, and I said, "So, does anything different? You know, is anything different at all?" This is after she'd been in Thailand a couple of weeks with me, right? No, what? And I said, "We're driving on a different side of the road, sis." You know, they drive on the same side of the road as they do in the United States.
Not spicy, according to Tim's wife. Yeah, you know what's really weird? Andy said this because I was
There you
just
go.
talking about that Patty
We
Doyle.
could go. There's lots of camping there, Dave. Big time.
Is there?
Oh
I'll
yeah,
have to check
yeah,
it
yeah.
out.
We could do some
That
serious camping.
I
there.
don't remember if he liked it or not. I was watching the video and obviously I got distracted at that minute. But in one of his videos, he's drinking an egg coffee, and I can't remember if he liked it or not. That Patty Doyle in Vietnam. I guess that's a big thing there. But yeah,
Largest cave in the world. Yeah, wow. I knew it was
where is
big.
that? The one you were talking about?
Yeah, yeah. Paul just brought that up. Aussie in Asia.
Cave in Vietnam, the largest
Egg
in the
coffee
world. Wow.
seems wrong to me.
I've had the
Yeah, me
Vietnamese
too.
sandwiches. You know, there's some
I have
little
too.
places all around Thailand. Well, I've seen.
That's
Where did we see one? Pai. We saw a little Vietnamese sandwich shop.
It seems like
Bangkok. I went into one.
that Chuck
It's a nice change of pace, you know.
jumps on those all the time. Chuck.
Cambodia. You know
I see
what
him in
I
Chuck's
loved
on.
about Cambodia is you can use the dollar, the U.S. dollar as currency,
Oh, you
and
can.
so bring a stack of ones. You know, like if you're going to go to a Deja Vu in Vegas or something, bring a stack of ones, and you can have breakfast. You know,
There's
box
Keith.
breakfast and
Hey,
the
Keith.
bread, the baguettes.
How you doing?
Good
Hey,
morning,
Key,
Keith.
talking about Vietnam. There we go. Yeah. I'm going to ask Key a question out in the open, but private. How does next week sound, Key, for a visit? We're going to go to Bangkok and see Charles and Keisha.
I've had them and they're pretty good, the little sandwiches. But what I was saying was, every time I see Chuck, and it seems like every time he walks by one of those, he gets one of those little sandwiches. And I guess they make them different sizes. I don't know. But I had them; they were pretty good.
Tesla Rific. Has Tesla Rific been drinking? You
A
need
lot.
to clean your screen.
Yeah, I don't,
Clean up that camera. There we go.
don't know what he's drinking, but or eating.
Uh,
See, Andy.
is Andy leaving? Now, where was that? So, where was Andy going? Was he going to Vietnam? Is that what he said that you wrote down?
Yeah, he said 30 August to 28 September. Andy doesn't
So
mess
for a whole
around. I'll
month.
tell you what.
Now,
Of
Andy
all
said
the
before
people
that
I
he was going to
know-
be with his wife. Are you taking
Yeah.
your wife, Andy, before
Hey,
you go?
T, Thai Nomads. Yeah, of course he's taking his wife.
Morning,
Yeah,
T.
yeah. Oh, sorry, I'll let him answer.
Well, he
Yeah,
didn't
Andy.
last time. He mentioned that he was this time, but he didn't last time. So, but I think he mentioned that he would. Hey, T. We're saying hi, bye, Andy. See you. So I don't know. He might be. Oh, it's Gary. Yeah, I kind of figured that might be you, Gary.
Yeah, there's one in every town, isn't there, Tim? 100 beautiful ladies and 3 ugly ones, right? That's what it was when I worked for
Cool.
Chippendales. I was one of the ugly ones, you know, but it works. You know, women don't always like the guy with the abs and the, you know,
Yeah,
the
that's
hard
my
body
wife.
and stuff.
Yeah, talk to my wife. She likes the fat Santa Claus looking dudes.
Something you can cuddle.
You know, on this
She
last
loves me
trip,
too.
more recent one, when Dow and I came back early, we were tentatively, I was gonna go to Chumpon and hook up with T
Yeah,
and
I
Ty
thought that you guys
Nomad
were going to go through
and
Chupon.
spend some time together. That
Well, I
was
was
a
just
tough
talking
call,
to.
man, but I'm glad
I'm
we
going to
did
hit
it.
up
She's
Chuck. Go ahead.
yeah, no, I'm just rambling. So you go ahead.
No, it don't matter. I was just going to say, I was going to tell T that
Dave rambles all the
Tony
time.
was here just a minute ago. He hadn't been around in a while, and we were talking. I was going to tell him when I see Chuck next, hopefully the end of July, I'm going to hit him up for that second bike run, maybe once the rainy season's over. What's that? November, December, something like that. Maybe we
Yeah,
do another one.
I don't know if I remember what my thought was, Jay. Speaking of the bike ride,
Yeah,
though,
yeah,
last
exactly.
night
Aaron.
a lot of the topic of people I met at that going away party was, or the farewell closing of the bar, was the bike trip. Was it as fun as it looked? And B, would you do it again? And I said no. It was
And
not as fun
C,
as it looked.
yeah,
It
and
was
C
not as
was
fun as it
who's that
looked. It
fat
was
Santa Claus
better.
looking dude?
It was
Was
better.
that the
Even
third
with the
one?
rain, it was
Who's the
better
fat
than
guy?
it looked.
Who's the fat Santa Claus looking guy? They didn't ask you that.
No, not at all. Everyone knows you, Dave. Big time. That's why I had to give him
That was
your
fun, man.
channel link
I
and
had
everything
an
because they knew
absolute
you so
ball.
well.
If we did go again, and T had asked this question before about bringing deer and anybody going to bring, I'd be more than happy. I wish my wife would go, but I don't see any reason not. I mean, we didn't. It wasn't like we were sneaking around trying to do stuff. We had an absolute ball. I only got to go out one night, but for the most of the time, everybody had a good time.
I
I
was
had a
the
great
only
time.
I was the only single guy, excuse me, on that trip.
That's right, huh? Yeah, I didn't think about that. And I know that Key was talking originally. We were supposed to meet on that second bike trip. So hopefully you guys are still up for doing that if we put something together again.
Please do. Please
Dear,
do,
dear.
T. Please do, because I need to plan. I need to really get out and start walking more.
What did he
Nepal
say?
has
Oh,
been on my list ever since I was there 50 years ago, literally,
I have to get my
1981.
knees
So
done.
as
I
an
cannot walk
18-year-old.
until I get my knees done. I got to get my knees done. It's one
Oh,
of
you'll
your-
see the video on that, Joe, later. Dave kind of likes to
Oh.
keep his premieres close
Yeah,
to his
yeah.
chest until
I
it
keep
happens.
all my stuff really low key. I don't let anybody know where I'm going, because I'll get
All right, Key.
mobbed.
See ya.
Especially
later,
the
Keith.
wife, Dave?
Yeah, yeah. She's pretty funny. But I don't
Thanks,
know what
Jake.
the deal is. I got to work on my pump too. Last night I got here and the water pressure was down to nil and the pump wasn't coming on, and so I left it unplugged all overnight. And for some reason, after I get done here, the pressure switch on there is, I think, getting stuck, and the thing's just running continuously.
No
Again,
kidding,
deadheading.
Aaron. No
Deadheading
kidding. Good
is
venison.
Not doing any good.
Or venison, period. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen venison here. They have a deer, but I don't, yeah,
Yeah, it
venison.
tastes good, Mitch.
Mm, yeah. Yeah. What was I talking about? I have no idea. Angkor Wat. We had a good time. I took my sister there. Took my girlfriend there, American girlfriend. Monkey or
Has
lizard.
anybody eaten whatchamacallit, iguana? Is that
I
any
have
good?
not. I have not eaten
I haven't
iguana.
either. Like I told you in Costa Rica,
Yeah,
Costa Ricans don't eat iguanas, but right next to them in Nicaragua, they eat it every day, as much as they can get of it. So it must be decent, I guess. But in Costa Rica, they don't eat them. It's weird.
I don't think anybody would eat iguana in Thailand.
They even have,
You
they
know,
have iguana. They
you
have
might.
iguana.
It's amazing what you can come up with here for business opportunities. Seriously.
All right, Jake, take it easy.
Does anybody eat those
Okay,
big,
Jake.
lizards? You know the big lizard?
Excuse
The
me
water
for a
monitor?
moment, go to work. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know what's with the pump. I got to figure it out.
Does anybody
It's the
eat
pressure
those big
switch of
water
some
lizards?
sort, and it's when it's running like that, and you've got a pump that's deadheading,
the big
and
water
it keeps
monitor.
running and running, it just overheats and whatever, and obviously isn't good for the pump. So I've already got one that was ruined because of that, and now I'm figuring out what the problem is. So I've got to fix it after I get done with this live stream, which will probably go 2 hours. It's an hour and 40 minutes now. We'll probably go, so I have time to do that. My girlfriend
Okay.
wants one. What did you say? My girlfriend
Update
wants
on
to
the
try
iguanas.
scorpion.
Up in Isan, they apparently eat the water monitors.
Though they do?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
And the scorpion thing's overrated. I really do. It's overrated to me.
Yeah, because all it is a crispy, like eating crackling or something, right? By the time they pinch the stinger off and cook it, it's like chewing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, I
Some of
wouldn't.
the bugs
I
are
don't-
actually nothingness
They-
too.
They eat
Yeah,
water
the grasshoppers is just a shell when you cook it. There's nothing left inside
Yeah, you
it.
pull the legs off. I mean, the legs are great to hold, while you're.
Are they?
Oh,
Are
this
the
is
water
good. I mean, it's a great
monitors?
source of protein. That's the purpose, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It
Protein.
takes on the flavor of what the spices and stuff you're sautéing it up with real quick, and
Has anybody eaten the water monitor? Is that the big ones that you
Randy.
see in Bangkok coming out of that? Is that those big ones?
Lumpini
okay.
Park, yeah.
Yeah, Lumpini Park. Because Rang Sat, who used to come around, he doesn't do videos that much
Haven't seen him
anymore.
for a while there.
Yeah, but he used to get pictures of them, and they were like 6 feet
Hey
long,
there.
right? They're big.
Simply Nanette, how are you?
Can certainly feed you, but
Gary came back as Gary now. Do we look any different now that you're Gary? Hey Randy, how you doing? What did I do to you, Mitch?
Yeah, James had some interesting traffic on his live stream last night. I came in
Did
for
he?
about 15 seconds to say hi, and they kind of gave him crap for not being at Nick's last night, but I didn't realize James already had a planned live stream and a life, you know what I mean? He doesn't
Right.
like have to go to bars and stuff like I do. And yeah, he was busy. Jake was pretty busy. I was popping in,
Hey, Simply,
Looking.
how you doing?
but I couldn't hear what was being said at all.
I didn't see even knew he'd, well, this morning I did, but anything that's late at night I miss anyway. Yeah, the field rats I think
It was only
are good. I
Yeah,
have
it
no
was-
problem with rat.
it was 9:30, I think, our time, somewhere right in there.
Randy says
Maybe 10.
when I get bored I sit around and think about animals and bugs I want to eat. Are you bored? We must be. We could start talking about who has a major surgery.
Fried armadillo. Wow. You know,
They
I
eat
had
the
I had
armadillos, right?
possum once, okay, and I tell you what, I've trapped a bunch of them and relocated them, away from my garden to the park. Anyway, back where I used to live, there was a park.
I thought so too, Aaron.
It was I don't know what you call it, a open space, whatever thing area.
yeah.
So I transplanted possum to there. I'd catch them with my have a heart trap and be all excited at that ugly, prehistoric looking thing hissing at me. But I've eaten them, but I guarantee you I would not cook and clean one or clean and cook. You know what I mean? I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Someone else, I'd leave that to somebody else. They are just so ugly to me.
Here, Jay.
Oh, it was
Jay,
great.
you said earlier, yeah.
Jay, it
go ahead
was
and say
a great time.
I'm really gonna be careful.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
that's
They
it.
carry
That's how I
gangrene.
know.
Holy smokes.
I didn't know that. Not that I would be eating an armadillo.
Yeah, leave that to a pro like some hick in Texas, some redneck in Texas to clean.
It says it. Raymond says it tastes like pork. It doesn't taste like chicken. Everything's supposed to taste like chicken.
I've heard that about porcupine, actually. My dad, when he was doing survival training back when he was during the Korean War era, they caught a porcupine on their training exercise.
I shouldn't
said it was
say.
actually
I know
pretty
you
good.
probably heard me, but good morning, Simply. How you doing? Glad you could make it.
Yeah.
Tommy
On a
James,
training
yeah.
exercise I did if you caught a porcupine, you radioed up the exercise controllers and tell them you
Oh,
had a
for the
porcupine.
you mean
Yeah, they
porcupine,
did.
Randy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly, Randy. Yeah, they
The
did.
you
They
could
use well,
swap
they
with a
use the
quills,
porcupine for a
possum,
steak.
the possums. They use the
the quills
possums pee-pee
or
for
possum.
toothpick.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, I'm
that's a true
but
fact
I'm
too.
reading that possum prices. Is that supposed to be something else? Did spell check take care of that?
Yeah, it's I think it's
Clarify
supposed to
that.
be
Clarify what we're talking about. That's interesting.
a pee-pee. They take it because it has a big bone in it. The
I didn't
old
know that.
Hicks that I went to junior high, no, grade school with, his dad was the biggest hick in the world, and he had one that he used to pick his teeth with. So what the hell is that? And he said, that's a
Porcupine or
possum
just
pee-pee.
skin. I would imagine they're like durian. Gotta wear gloves, man.
Aaron say that possums are spiny tree
Actually,
rats. Yeah,
porcupines are
Tiny tree rats.
pretty easy to clean. You just wrap them in clay, wrap the whole beast in clay, and then throw it in the fire and cook it. And once it's cooked, you got a brick on the outside. You peel it
That's
off, all
right,
its
Randy.
spines and
That's
skin
it.
come off with it.
Got to learn something every day.
huh? You learn something new.
No kidding.
You're see, you're a
Wow,
fact smarter today.
guts and all.
That's what
I've never been a fan of cooking something whole. You know, like sometimes you get fish like that here,
the kids. I mean, the kids.
where they
The
don't
Thai
gut it
people
first.
do. Yeah, the Thai people do. They'll eat the whole thing, right? Guts
And
and all the little fish.
when I'm cooking shrimp, when I'm prepping it, I'm cleaning it ahead of time. You know what I mean?
Right, deveining it.
The
Yeah.
most I'll leave on it is the little tail. That's it. I want my people their dining experience to be easy,
I'll, I
not
was
have to
watching.
work.
I think it was one of Alex's jujitsu. One of his on eating wings, and I'm like the worst. My wings, you could feed a family of four after I get done eating them. But the Thai people and the way that Alex ate them, it's just a freaking bone, man. Everything is gone. Cartilage, freaking, there's nothing. I don't know. Can't
Waiters
do
in
it.
Alaska, hello.
Is waiters?
We had an
How you doing,
Usyk
waiters?
rolling around not the I don't know where the hell I was going to say the mantle. Let's say it was always ended up being a conversation piece. And
You use
it was about
raccoons.
it was about 24 inches long, and yay big around.
What are you talking about? I got
An
into this
Usyk.
conversation late. Oh, I was going to say you got about this
Oh,
big and this big around. Going, wow, that's a healthy dude.
is that PPP? The PPP. Everyone knows what PPP is. The possum
Randy said,
PP.
in the Philippines, guts are highly in soup and love those eyeballs, man.
Yeah,
I can't eat that kind of stuff. Mitch, he'd try anything, I think. I'm not into that.
I don't like the guts of a fish. Now I'll eat gut parts of other critters, but they got to be clean, prepped. I'll eat the
Let's see,
head
moving
of a
on.
fish when I'm offered it, because the little cheeks and the eyeballs. And,
So Moonwa says his ex-Thai girlfriend ended up in the ER 4 times from fish bones.
really,
That,
you get
I
yeah,
guess
yeah.
you get them down there. They're never going to.
Never
Well,
going to
there you
kill
go,
me
Dave.
for
If you had a structured live stream, you would never have got to cleaning your teeth with possum penis.
Yeah, that's true.
chitlin. Yep, chitlin.
Needs. Yeah, good stuff.
First time I
too.
had chitlin, I think I was Alabama.
Eye soup. I can't do chicken. My wife loves them freaking chicken.
Yeah,
feet.
I eat them.
I can't
Will
eat
you
them.
eat that? I'm like, yeah, I eat them. I just don't look at them too much,
I don't eat them.
It's that little
It's
bit
like
of a.
I'm looking at it. Isn't there a meatier part of the chicken I could eat? It's not like. I mean, God bless them that you eat. I mean,
Fried rabbit.
eat everything. Is great, but I'll leave the feet and all the other kind of parts to the rest of the family, and I'll eat the breast and thighs and legs, and I'm fine. And the wings are all right. I'm just not big into that. They eat the bugs too. Mitch is eating the bugs. I will try the bugs, but I haven't tried them yet, but the youngest loves them. My wife loves them too. She likes the bugs.
The first time I had okra was in Alabama, of all, for crying out
I had,
loud.
my
I grew
stepfather
up in
was from.
Seattle, right? So when I joined the Army, my second duty station was in Alabama, and actually for training. And yeah, I had chitlin there. I had okra. I had okra.
That's what when I went to
I've had
Hartwell,
squirrel. I've
Georgia.
had squirrel.
Yeah, Hartwell, Georgia. The biggest thing that when I was there, my grandmother, my stepfather's mom, she canned everything. I thought the closest thing that I really got to meat was either fish or fatback. They had fatback and everything else was okra, tomatoes, onions, beans, everything was. I almost thought I was a vegetarian, but that was the place that I had that
Yeah,
blue cat
I hear you.
and a whole
Yeah.
table full of real hush puppies. Some of the best catfish and hush puppies I've ever had in my life. Really good. Hartwell, Georgia. Talk about a bunch of hicks.
Yeah, Po Folks. There's a place called Po Folks in Killeen, Texas, and
Po
man, they're
Folks.
hush puppies. Yeah.
They put, you know what it was is that they, I don't know exactly what everything, but they were so good, but they actually had kernels of sweet corn in them. So not only did you have the cornmeal or whatever that was in there, you had pieces and a lot of corn, not just one or two little, kernels.
Yeah,
It was
really
good.
mixed in there. That's
Yeah,
good stuff.
I remember it from I'm talking when I was 12, and I could still remember the taste like it was yesterday, and I haven't had it
Holy
since.
smokes.
I
So
should
what
try
it
to
tastes
make
like,
it
Dave?
myself.
Just kidding.
Yeah, okra is good. It's kind of slimy unless you cook it right. And my grandmother cooked it great.
Nibble
She
food.
breaded it and deep fried it.
I like,
In
when
one.
I'm eating the chicken feed, you got to get rid of the bones, right? So you put them on a thing. Well, I build the feed. I do like a dinosaur project, and I put the bones back together and wait for people to notice what I'm doing. It's pretty funny.
I don't know. You know what? It probably wouldn't be that big a deal to eat them. It's just
It's all fatty.
why?
It's just
Yeah,
skin and
why?
fat. I mean,
You know what
it
though?
takes
Like
on the flavor of what you're cooking, the soup you're
when
making,
you get
whatever.
when you get meat on a stick and you get the cheap meat on a stick, they give you a piece of pork, then a piece of fat, then a piece of pork, then a piece of
that's
fat,
good. I like
then a
that.
piece of pork. I'll eat the pork, and my wife just begging me for that fat. I'm going, you just want to eat the fat? Yeah, it's my favorite part. I'm going, man, I'd throw it away. I
Oh,
put
you
it
know
all on
what?
the side, and then they eat it. I
Oh,
don't eat
Joe. Yeah, that's right. Fun Mitch back. No, I'm talking about Joe.
it.
Jeez.
Laughing 555. Okra is good. Pan fried. Yeah, my grandmother, I remember, she made it with breadcrumbs, was one way. She made it more than
Pickled
one
okra.
way.
Never had that.
But it was
Never had
good.
pickled
It was
okra.
good. Yeah, she pickled it too. She had jars and jars
Is
and
it like
jars
have
of
a
stuff.
snap to it, like a pickle? Like crunchy? That actually sounds good.
It was crunchy from what I remember. Not like a pickle though. Different, if I remember right.
Yeah,
been a
laughing
long-
555. I agree with that.
It's
It's
been a long time.
good fried
Yeah.
okra.
She did it with that breadcrumbs was perfect because all the sliminess was gone. Whatever she did to it. It was good. Really good. A lot of
Yeah,
people don't even know
cartilage
what
and-
okra is in California. I don't have a clue what okra is.
No, like I said, I never even heard of it
Yeah, until you went
when
to
I was
Alabama.
growing up in Seattle.
Yeah.
Outside of Seattle, but Washington, easy.
Green
area,
fried
but-
tomatoes are good too. They made those too.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a fun time. I just my mother and my stepfather couldn't understand that I wanted to stay home after I went there the first couple of times because, well, what do you want to do? We're going to be gone for 3 weeks. It's going to be so much fun.
All right, good luck.
You've
Good
went
hunting.
twice. And I said, well,
Keeping it simple.
yeah, fun to you and fun to me is when I get to Hartwell, Georgia, me picking cotton and my fingers bleeding, and then following a hay truck baler and lifting bales of hay onto the back of a truck for 14 days straight, both getting up before the sun comes up and getting back home at dark. Not my idea of summer frickin' vacation, but he never could
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah,
He stayed home.
when I'm down south, United States, and I have fried green tomatoes, which I like,
Yeah.
I always have a garden salad or something like that with them. I kind of
Look
stay
at
away from the
Boss.
meat
All right,
on
move
those
on.
days. See if anybody gets that one.
Time for a bit
missed
of
it.
pork crackle.
Pork crackle, you have
Oh,
some?
really? You can. I'm real to that. What waiter
Pickled
she
garlic.
said.
That sounds good. A lot of people can't eat a
Oh,
bunch
pickled
of garlic.
garlic, man.
I can.
Love pickled garlic.
You can
I
cook
can eat
okra
it.
in the
I
microwave.
can eat it like candy.
Cool.
Watch
Waiters.
TV.
Yeah, I don't
Cook
know,
it in the
they have-
microwave.
They have okra
Wow.
here, right? Don't they grow
Yeah,
it here
yeah,
in
oh,
Thailand?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes, they do.
I haven't
Yeah,
been to
yeah.
the market. I thought I saw it once in the
Yeah, I
market.
see it often.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to try that. You'll have to give us the microwave
Grits would be nice. Grits would
recipe,
be nice.
waiters, on how to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
gotta
and
get
it's so
Chuck
nice
to bring
out
back
there.
some
Cool.
grits.
Yeah, grits. A lot of people don't know what grits are either. I
I
don't
don't know
know.
what
It,
grits are.
I don't know.
Really?
Southern
I've
food.
never. I'll try that. I'll try that. Cooking some. I'll get some okra and microwave it.
Yeah, you know what? You have to look it up on YouTube and see what it says for okra cooked in the microwave or something. Unless waiters can send us give us a short version of how it's prepared. Do you do anything to it, or do you just throw it in the microwave and away you go, or do you bread it, or flour, or nothing? You know what? Air fryer would probably be good too. I bet you.
I would think an
Breadcrumb
air
instead of
fryer
in
would.
the oil. Yeah, I could try that. I have an air fryer. You have an air fryer yet,
No,
Mitch?
no.
No, you need one. They're cheap and you won't cook in anything else. It cooks in no time at all and
Really?
no oil, no nothing. Yeah, just
Pineapple
throw
upside
whatever
down?
chicken you want. It's awesome. Awesome. Air fryers are great.
Grits is corn. It's made from corn.
Yeah.
Not generally not sweet corn. It's ground up. Like have you
It's like
heard of cream
cornmeal.
of wheat cereal? Cream of wheat.
Yeah,
Like
there
in
you
the
go.
States, this cream of wheat's really popular.
Yeah.
It's similar to that, but grits is thicker, coarse, more coarse.
Where's Nikki? Is Nikki in the house? Nikki, you need to do a cooking video on battered and deep fried okra. I bet
Why
you
you
in
tripping?
there. I'll have
Fried
to check that.
mush. Yeah.
Hey, why you tripping? What's up?
Now see,
Glad you can make it.
when I first had grits in Alabama, I ate it like I eat my
Shrimp and
cream
grits,
of
yeah.
wheat. I put some butter, some sugar, and some milk or cream.
See, I
And
don't
they
put. I
looked at
just
me
put
like,
butter.
"What the hell is wrong with you?"
Oh, here we go. We got the recipe. Place
Oh
the
man, we're
okra in
talking
a
all kinds of
microwave
food going
bowl.
by now.
Pour 3/4 of a cup of water. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap. Place it inside the microwave. Cook for 3 to 4 minutes on high power. Cool.
Oh
I'll
wow,
try that.
waiters got some good
I'll have
cooking
to, I'll have to
instructions
have.
there.
Yeah, I'll have to have my
Cover
wife
the
to
bowl
pick
with
some up
plastic
at the
wrap,
green
place
market.
these in the microwave, cook the okra for 3 to 4 minutes.
This is now the cooking.
I'm gonna
channel,
do that because I have
in
a
case you guys
microwave.
know.
Really
you
love to
guys are
have an
wondering.
oven, but
I got 2 ovens. I should do some cooking, but I'd love to try to bread some
corn
some
dogs are
okra and
good.
cook it in the air fryer. I bet you it'd be good.
Cheese and grits. I'm telling you, honestly, my mouth is watering. I'm salivating right
I'm starting
now.
to get hungry. What time is it? It's still early. It's only 10 o'clock.
Hey, Mark,
Yeah, Mark made it. Cool. Hey,
breakfast
Mark.
specials.
Yeah, this
Grit
is
sounds
the
like
cooking.
it's more of a rough corn flour.
Yeah, it is. Grits? Yeah, it's like a.
Yeah,
It's like cornmeal. It's cornmeal.
yeah.
Basically.
That's it. It's coarse.
Some of it, the real grits that you got instant grits, just like you have, like he's talking about with the
Cream
with
of
the
wheat, instant
cream of wheat.
wheat.
I love cream of wheat.
I do.
Just with butter. That's it. And
good.
but yeah, you have to cook them, and you have to know how to cook them when they have 1 minute grits or
I like
whatever
them
you
thick,
can-
so I
Yeah, I do too. It's good. I like cream of wheat. I mean, that's my favorite. I'd rather have cream of wheat.
Good morning,
Maybe
Mark.
because I had it on.
I'm sure they have it here.
I will check it out.
Sure
We'll get
Lazada
Nikki to
has
do
it,
a
Dave.
Video. What's that?
I'm
Lazada.
sure you can get it on Lazada.
You're probably right. I'd check them. I'm sure my wife would.
I'm gonna look it up
would
right
eat
now.
it. Mitch cooked fish in the microwave so good, Joe's saying. That's another thing you can cook in the air fryer too. Do not add oil to an oil.
They got it on
I'm
Lazada,
guessing air
Dave.
fryer. It
They
will
got the
emulsify.
2 minute, 1 minute.
What's
Holy
that? Yeah.
crap.
The what? The grits or the cream of grits?
Cream of
Right?
wheat.
Cream of wheat. Yeah.
What is
I
that?
haven't. Do they have it here? Lasada does.
Yeah, that's what it says
Oh,
right there.
cool.
Boom.
Expensive or
They got
probably
corn. They got
expensive?
grits. Bob's Red Mill grits too. Holy smokes!
If not, I'll bring
Bob's Red
something.
Mill has some good
Thanks.
products back in the States, and yeah, there you have it right there on La Seta.
Lasada, man. Like I said, pretty much if you're
Shoot,
wanting
man.
something, you might have to pay out the yin yang to get it, but they have it. Malto meal. There's a word I haven't heard in a million years.
Oh yeah,
What was the other one? What was the one that went up in space? Ovaltine. Ovaltine.
Ovaltine.
Kang.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, Ovaltine's pretty good stuff. Yeah, I agree.
Bob's Red Mill. I used to I made protein bars, non-cook
Here's the
protein
grits.
bars,
Quick fix,
which
traditional. Yeah, you
reminds me
can't
I
beat
was
it.
going
You're
to
right.
do that here.
Yeah,
Currently down for planned maintenance. Well, thank you, Bob's
I'll
Red
look
Mill.
forward to it here.
Anyway,
I like to cook. Like Aaron, we were talking, and Aaron likes to cook. I really do. I was brought up. My aunts and uncles had restaurants, and learned from a couple of chefs that were out of Spain and Italy and France. And I really liked cooking. I just didn't like short order cooking. I like taking my time and cooking a meal the way I wanted to.
yeah. What is that?
So I enjoy cooking for friends and family. Have a good time. Instant, yeah. Cornbread mix. Yeah, I don't know if they eat much cornbread here in Thailand. I bet they don't. They do have a lot of good. That would be whole. Yeah, they do have a lot of good.
Yes, they have grouper
food
here.
here.
Funny thing is, a lot of them don't get to grow big.
Big, like the grouper I'm used to.
Yeah, the ones we see. Yeah, I've had
Cut off
grouper
the
here.
stems, the top of the okra. Be careful. Not to cut. You just want to cut off the stem. You don't want to open the end of the pod, right? And the paste
Right,
inside
right,
will
right.
be released. Right.
Then it'll be slimy.
Yeah.
I concur.
And it'll, polenta, exactly, Loretta. Same thing. Same thing. Except I like the polenta where they make it real firm. And it's
Cornbread is great, especially with some real serious chili. Real chili.
yeah.
Kinda I
I
used to
made
make.
chili, man. You would have enjoyed the chili I made. It was pretty damn good for Thailand, for here, for any time. It was one of the better ones I've made. And
I
ate
have
it for
not had
7
any
days straight.
mountain oysters here that I know of.
I never have. Yeah,
Um,
I know.
I had a bunch of oysters with pho the other day. Oyster
You did?
oysters,
But they're
Yeah,
little
yeah.
here, you were saying, right? They're not
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the Pacific. Yeah.
Yeah, they were about the size of a U.S. quarter, 1 inch, 1 1/4 inch tops.
There's one person that every Sunday my wife goes to the green market right up the street here, her and her mom. And the corn, one lady that makes it is better than any corn I've had in Thailand on the cob. And it is unbelievable. Sometimes she gets it, sometimes she doesn't. I guess the lady's there. Sometimes she's not. But my father grew corn here, and it was okay. It was typical Thai corn. But the sweet corn that the one lady, I don't know where she gets it or grows it, but it's awesome.
There
Northern
is a
Chile
place.
is
I'm going to
way
look it up
different, yeah.
right now.
Way different. Yeah, I bet. Well, Texas chili, no beans, right? Texans
Yeah.
would kill me. I
Speaking
love
of beans, and I'm just looking something up. I mentioned I like navy bean soup. You walk in the door after something's been in the crock pot all day, the slow cooker,
Right.
and beans with some ham. That's just so comfort
Any
food
of
for
those,
me.
and see, like Seattle, and when I was at home up at 3,000 feet and we had the snow and the colder weather, my favorite thing was either chili,
Yeah.
okay, or a big hearty stew. A beef stew was just, and I made it real thick. That with sourdough bread and buttered bread. That's why I look like this. That's what I eat. I don't eat that too much anymore. But
So
yeah,
going to my
those
map,
comfort
I'm
meals.
gonna drive down the road here on the map. There's a
Yeah,
market
see,
I just passed the other day that I
oh,
have
you
not been
put
to.
some crazy stuff in there. Yeah, I just like beans, and I think Texas. I think they'd actually shoot you if you got caught putting beans in chili. I just like it. I like the bean, the
Website.
texture, and
Here
everything
we
else
go.
it
I'm going
brings.
to that website right there. Do, do, do,
Oh, with chicken,
do, do.
and that sounds good.
Oh
You
wow.
know, I've got that whole kitchen now. It's almost set up. I don't have every spice that I want. I was hoping that I was gonna go home and fill up one of my suitcases and come back with everything that I would want for the year. And hopefully I will do that. But I need to start cooking in there. I really do have a good time. I like it a lot. But I have no one here. You know, Mitch will come soon. Maybe get people every now and then coming through. But otherwise, I cook for the family and friends. And they come over and eat
See,
it. They
that
love the
sounds good to
pizza.
me,
They love pizza. I make
Raymond. That
homemade
sounds
pizza.
really
They love
good.
it. What is it?
Yeah,
This
we're
one?
just talking about different types of beans and stuff.
Yeah. Baby limas.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, hammocks. Yeah, I mean that's all like
Succotash.
stick to
That's
your gut
succotash in Alabama too. And it's like,
food.
you want some succotash? And I was like, what the hell is succotash? It's just fucking lima beans and
Yeah, me
corn.
too. I just like
I
the
didn't know.
beans. But yeah,
But
anything
yeah,
like that is like what I really like is my favorite soup in the whole world, and it's easy to make, and I enjoy making it. Is split pea. I could have split
oh,
pea
dude, I love split
any
pea
time of
too.
the day or night. You know, oh, I love it.
Yeah.
You know, with the smoked ham hocks and then the ham in it, and it's just awesome. I could eat that. I used to make like I mean, and it was just me, and then the Indian lady across the
Yeah,
street,
I think
her
my
whole family
fan's
liked
going
it.
too, Mark. I think my fan's got a problem. God, man, I hope
With
that's
what?
not coming through my sound. My computer's making a funny noise.
I
Hope
don't
it
know.
doesn't start smoking.
There, Brock muted his. Do you hear something?
Yeah.
I don't hear anything.
I don't hear. Oh, it stopped. I guess I hit it and it stopped.
Knocking. But I did. I
Ah,
made the
shit.
stuff, and
Through the floor,
her
kitchen floor.
father, her father, and her
That
old
sound makes me
Indian family
hungry.
would get it.
That sound
They
that
would
we're
too.
hearing makes me hungry. I hear that and I'm going, oh, what's that being prepped for?
Yeah,
I will.
herbs
I'll
and
check it
spice.
out, Aaron. I haven't had
It
a
is. It's
chance
terrible. It's terrible,
to go
Randy.
through it, but I will.
It's all overrated. You know,
Most of my
we should
stuff's
just have.
Italian, Mexican
We should
food.
just all eat Soylent Green and just be happy that we're alive.
Oh,
Oh,
I
what?
have.
Yeah. Hang on, I want to screenshot that.
I
Hey,
had a
Bruce.
what? A gravy mac and cheese about a year ago. Villa Market has it.
Villa Market. There we go. I'm
Yeah,
going to try that.
yeah.
Speaking of mac and cheese, we had mac and cheese 2 nights ago at a place called the Oxygen in Patia, and Dow had the mac and cheese. A couple of people had the mac and cheese, and I tried it, and it was the best mac and cheese I've had in years.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's saying a
I mean
lot.
really, really good.
I've had some really good
Smoky,
mac and cheese.
little bits of ham. Oh man, it was really good.
You certainly
But
do,
maybe I'll
Aaron.
make that. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll make split pea. I haven't seen any bags of split pea. Can you check Lasada and see if they have
I
split pea?
I have not, but I asked a buddy of ours, Scott, during a live stream yesterday. I think it was. It could have been the day before, but I said I have a craving for some navy beans, right? And I haven't found them. And he says, "Oh, just da 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 da." And I was like, "Okay, I'll do that." Now, I've seen some stuff at Villa Market, and of course, everything's going to be as things come and go, right? So if you go there frequently, your chances are you're going to find what you want. But
Yeah, it looks like they have split pea. So
yeah,
oh,
there you go, Aaron. That's okay. I'll figure out a way to lose it.
well, they
The
got
body
both
part's
green.
removed.
They got green and yellow split peas. They got everything. Yeah, unbelievable. And maybe I'll do that. I don't know about ham hocks. I haven't seen any
And I like
smoked
chicken liver too. You
ham
know,
hocks.
I do. I
Not a
salted pork.
not
I
a
mean,
liver eater. Don't like pork. Don't like any kind of
you're not
liver.
like liver eating Jackson.
Don't like any liver.
You heard of the movie Jeremiah Johnson, right?
Yes, yes.
That was based on liver eating Jackson, a real person.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
went and
He
saw
was.
that in the theater. My cousin's
Limburger
girlfriend worked
cheese.
in the
Oh, I
theater
love good
and let
cheese,
us in the
man.
back door,
You pay for
and we
real
went and
cheese
saw
here.
Jeremiah Johnson. What was
Jeremiah
that, Mitch?
Johnson made his way
Yeah, saw it
into
as
the
a kid. I
mountains.
want to say I was in high school. I want
72,
to
I
say
think
it
it
was in
came
high
out.
school. Yeah, I was going to say early 70s.
I just
Yeah, she
watched
let
it
us in.
3 days ago on FS Share TV,
Ah,
new site I found because we were talking about Tommy and I were talking about Broken Trail, a movie with Robert Duvall and others, and I couldn't find that particular movie on there, but I tripped on this site here. I'm going to put the link in there right here. Click. And I've watched Jeremiah Johnson. I've watched 2001: A Space Odyssey. Old
wow.
movies on there. African Queen's on there. Just
What are, what's what's Loretta talking about? What gets big and they eat young sharks whole? What did I miss? I'm trying to scroll back and see what you were
I'm
what
not
it
sure. I know
is
we
that
were talking
eats.
about grouper earlier.
Yeah,
Stuffed
25
ham.
pound to 300 pound crazy. You got amazing. You get an amazing size. I don't know what it is. Hopefully she'll put it out there and tell us, so I won't be in suspense. Mitchell will put
Tell
20
tell you a
pounds.
story about grouper. Back in the day, long time ago, early 2000s, I was a partner in a dive business here in Thailand, and they sank the HTMS Crom. Yeah, that's true. Anyway,
Okay, grouper.
there was a small grouper, about 10 inches long, maybe, that would hung out at the bow of this wreck. And every year when I dive there, it would still be there, and it would be getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I mean, I'm assuming it had to be the same grouper, right? They pick their little spot and they get big, and
They
that
get
was pretty cool.
huge. In fact, some places I think you can't even take them. Can you? You're not supposed to take
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
the
about
big
here,
grouper.
but I
That
know
is
in the
in
states
the
it's a lot of catch and
states.
release. Yeah, Raymond,
Yeah.
I've done that raw, right there. I've had
What's that?
venison raw that way, liver, right off the deer,
Right.
literally. Now
Ah,
they don't recommend it because of it's the liver's job is to filter, right? So
wow, French pastry
And
and
also
dessert
hide
chef. I can get fatter. I
parasites.
oh,
can still get
wonderful,
fatter. I've
Aaron.
got
Oh
room,
my
Aaron.
God.
I've got room to get fatter. I can do
I'm
it.
gonna go up to Bangkok and get fatter.
Yeah, I got to get bigger. I'm not quite big enough.
Yeah,
But
I'll be perfect pretty soon. I'll finally hit that sweet spot
let's see. Love duck livers.
with
Pate.
pumpernickel. Good bread, good bread. Pumpernickel,
I like
pate,
pumper. I like dark breads.
foie gras,
My favorite sandwich that I can't, they
fried.
got to have here because I
Yeah,
go
yeah,
over on
I
the
know. A lot of
island.
people have never eaten it raw. I've never eaten
When
heart raw, but I've had liver raw.
Mitch,
The
when you were
been,
over on Koh Chang, they had
uh-huh.
that. You went to that American guy that does the burgers, and he sits out front. I forget his name. Dave, I think,
Dave
is
is
his
his
name.
name, and
I can't remember his name.
on the
And
spot, I forget
But
his
he
wife's
and
name.
made. He didn't make corned beef, but he made pastrami. Right? Did
Yes.
anybody have a? My favorite sandwich is on rye, a corned beef with just corned beef cheese, either grilled or cold or whatever, with just mustard. I should have went over
I
there
don't
when I
know if
was in Koh
anybody had
Chang.
any or not that day. I'd have to go back and look at a
But I
video.
know
Honestly, I
I
don't
know when I
remember.
saw it, he makes it right. He makes the pastrami. It
He
takes like
does,
a
yeah.
week or whatever to do.
Yeah.
Hey, my
Crab.
friend, how you doing?
Love
Food.
crab.
Ah,
isn't that an
uppercut.
anise?
Watching from
Um,
Bakersfield. How you doing, my friend? Glad you can make it. Nice bunch of friends. Yeah, king crab. What are you? You have any plans on coming back here, waiters, or are you in Alaska for the duration, or do you just visit? I don't know that. I watch the show. If you guys aren't subscribed, you could subscribe to, especially if you speak fluent Thai. A lot of their stuff is in Thai, but it's interesting. It's a good channel. And what? Oh, with fresh oysters. I made a video eating raw beef kidney. My wife said I looked like a zombie. Yeah, exactly. What was that? that show that my wife watched, Zombie. It's about a girl that eats brains and then she can tell how the person was killed, and it's a whole series, like
Ah,
5
yes,
Whoa, whoa,
seasons.
yes.
whoa, whoa, whoa! Whose brains? What
She eats the
kind of
brains
brain?
of like people that got killed, and then she
Oh,
can,
really?
yeah, and then
Oh,
she sees what they saw.
count me out. Count me out. If anyone
She
offers
saw
me that,
Mitch
count me
she
out.
saw Mitch kill her, and this and the other thing, and then they solve the crime, and Mitch goes to jail because she ate Mitch's victim's brains and knew how that person got killed.
Oh
It's got like
man, that
five
is it.
seasons. I mean, 5 seasons. It's not
Is
like
this for
a
real? Can you
flash.
do
Oh
that
The,
crap?
the,
no,
That's
yeah,
capital.
it's a
no,
show.
it's a the
It's
brain
called
the
Zombie, I
brain.
think.
It's
It's called Zombie.
iZombie. iZombie.
I
Oh,
Zombie.
it's a show. It's like a
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
drama.
yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, yeah.
God,
It's
I'm so
a
No, it's
I'm
comedy.
gullible as
it's
hell,
a
Dark,
man. We're
comedy.
talking food. I'm in that
dark
mode. Oh,
comedy.
bring it, bring it, bring it. What?
It's
It,
dark
it's a
comedy.
comedy.
Now I'll eat some thigh, okay? If I'm stuck on a frosty mountain, deserted, and I'm stranded, I'll eat some leg, off
Oh,
of
you'll
my
be back
buddy
in January.
who's
Cool.
dead.
We'll have to maybe hook up somewhere. I'd like to meet you in person. They had, you know
Oh
what? I
God.
had pastrami places and corned beef in the San Fernando Valley with Brent's Deli and all these ones.
Oh
Probably
my
had some
God.
of
I'm
the
gonna save
best
that site.
Jewish delis that I've ever eaten at. But here in Thailand, I don't. The closest place I seen, and I was in Koh Chang, and I didn't go there. I gotta start going places if I want to eat. Of course, we talked about what was
Oh,
the
I'm.
places. Mitch has been a bunch of places there. I'm actually talking about doing classes with him and opening a shop in Korat.
Yeah, I just
Here's
saved that
cool.
site.
That's
I'm into
awesome, man.
that. I like cooking and baking. Dip media. I have no idea. I can't answer
What is
that.
it? What
Talking
is
about
a
what kind
good
of
business
business,
to
whatever.
consider in town for a Farang
I'm not.
non-bar or nightlife?
I'm
Um,
not the guy to ask. I get asked
Here, you want
questions
to know?
about
I'll tell you
businesses
right
all the
now.
time.
One of the best thing you can get into, marijuana. There you go. That's the best thing you can
Oh,
get
thanks,
into right
Brock.
now.
Thanks, Brock, for coming. I'm gonna.
That's
I'm
what I
gonna
would do.
find.
As soon as it's legal,
Uh,
I would have already jumped on it if I was a younger man. I'm not.
iZombie.
Yeah,
Wow. Hey, is that on Netflix
yeah,
Um,
I
yeah, I
think
think it
so. My
is.
wife watched it on
or
Netflix.
Amazon? I have
One of the two.
Amazon and
It's
Netflix,
actually
courtesy of a friend of mine.
I've watched quite a few, and it's pretty good. It's
Yeah.
definitely
Amen.
worth
Laughing
watching.
555. You got that right.
What if you want to make what?
It's like
Where's it done?
if you want to make a
Start.
small fortune in Thailand, start with a big
Yeah,
one.
exactly. Yeah, you got it. There's a
No,
person that
I'm
knows
not in
what's
that
going on.
find a business, create a business
No, like
mode.
I
I'm
said, if it
retired.
was the only thing that I'm going to do is I would educate my Thai family how to
Oh
do it
God,
and
Joe,
make
you're
more
right.
money than rice. Than
Don't cook
growing rice
bacon. Don't do any frying
naked.
naked or with your shirt
But
off even.
yeah, I would. Like I said, I mean, I think once it gets done and they decide what they're going to do in
Yeah, James
three
has
months
his
when all the
a pot
laws
video
come
out.
out on what they're going to do, I would definitely once they set in what they want, I would definitely start my Thai family into growing it. If there's got to be more
Yeah,
money
I
than
have
rice.
a number of acquaintances that do edibles or that are in that business.
We
And
could talk, Aaron.
yeah, I never like, oh man, I want to do this. I want to do that. I get approached quite a bit. I mean, everybody here that's been here for any period of time gets approached. Hey,
James did one.
let's go into business with this or did that.
I had actually back then, whatever it was, a month ago, I had talked to Brian about what he thought about what was going to happen with the marijuana deal. But he said Raymond said James put out a pot video today. I'll have to check that out. I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was the 30th actually. Unless
I'll
he
have to
did
check
another
it out.
one that I know
I'll have
about.
to
Here,
check it out.
I'll put it up the link.
Cool, thanks. You
Yeah, are you
have
going to
city
jail?
limits.
Is the title.
Yeah.
Oh, I did see that. I just haven't.
Yeah.
I just haven't watched it.
No, we know. When I say we, James and I, we come across a lot of the same people in our travels, and let's do some pretty brisk business, and especially with things opening up the way it is.
I think it, like I said, if I was a younger guy, I might think
Todd.
about it, and I don't think about any other businesses here at all. But like I said, if they're going to be more like an Amsterdam, and people are going to come here, the younger people are going to come, get off the plane, the closest plane to the closest coffee shop close to the airport. They're going to stop there. They're going to get the weed that they need, and then
I
they're
have to
going to
laugh
hit
at that
walking
question.
street and you know and do whatever they're going to do. But they're going to stop and get their weed probably first.
What up, Dip's question? My answer to that: does a fat bear shit in the woods? There's corruption in everything,
Everything.
in
Yeah,
every
yeah.
country, not just
I agree
Thailand.
with that.
It
Yeah, but you
won't
know what?
come. It's there.
It's what. Yeah,
When there's
it's
money to be made,
yeah.
yeah.
You're always going to run into certain aspects of that.
Wow,
I
Valentino
would never
purse.
worry about it. Just from spending 4 nights in Vegas and Bellagio, bought my wife a Valentino purse for her birthday. Well, cool for you, good for you. It's 4 nights. I haven't been to Vegas in a long
Hey,
time.
I drove by the Bellagio 2 days ago.
Did you?
Hmm. Yeah, sure did.
Yeah, it was in
It's
77.
over by Silver Lake Winery. There's a
Last
resort
track.
called
Oh,
the
was it?
Bellagio.
What is it? The
Oatmeal
last
raisin cookies edibles with coffee.
last time, the last Thai stick you had was in 1977. That's probably about the same year the last one I had, early
I've
70s.
never had marijuana. Nothing. I've had alcohol. That's it. I've never had any
Yeah.
other drug.
I
All
did.
my travels,
Yeah,
Amsterdam,
I
Nepal.
watched James' videos
Never had
about
black
twice a
hash
week.
in Nepal. None of that stuff.
Jeez, he knows his stuff. He has traveled the world and cooking for many high-end people. I imagine you're talking about the person you want to get involved with. Um,
No. Waiters. There's
feeding
actually a
myself.
place called the Bellagio, about 15-minute drive from here.
Oatmeal raisin cookie
A resort.
edibles with coffee. Yeah, like I said, it probably wouldn't cost much money. The thing would be what I would want to have is close to every airport, a nice place to where you could go in, sit down, maybe you could get a turkey and avocado wrap, a sandwich, light food, and you could smoke if you wanted, have a cup of coffee, buy what you wanted, air conditioned, non-air conditioned, and then go out on the street. I'd have them next to airport, every airport in Thailand, and I would think it would go good.
Oh,
I
some
couldn't
French
imagine it
macarons.
fail. I don't think it would be that much
Oh
investment
my
either.
God. Oh, okay, waiters. Here I am posting the link. No, I tell you what, it would be nice to go to
Infused, yeah, that would be
Bellagio
good.
or any of the major hotels in
No
Vegas
worries, man.
and hit the buffet. I'll tell you what, I'm craving lox and just certain things that are just so expensive here.
There's not many. I'm in Surin, and we don't have the stuff like they have in Pattaya, Jantiem,
Yeah, good advice,
Bangkok.
Tom.
You know,
Good
we don't
advice.
have the restaurants and stuff. And I wish we did. I can't even find a Mexican restaurant, or I haven't. Shouldn't say that. I haven't searched here in Surin, but just on a light search, I can't find a Mexican restaurant here in
I
Thailand
pref- I
or
pref-
in
prefer
Surin.
Pink
Sorry.
Floyd, The Wall, Joe, for that.
The media, just keep your head down, choose your friends carefully, work with the media. Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know if Sean had got with you about any kind of nomad work. I told him to talk to you.
Oh, I had a question from a friend of ours about condos that I've moved, right?
Cappuccino.
The, uh, the property manager did the moving for me. All they did is asked, "Are you interested in selling or not?" I don't get my hands into the real estate thing. I don't I don't want to work. You know what I mean? I just don't want to work. I'm lazy. Um, I'm financially I'm
Well,
okay, but Dave will be
it's
back.
all good.
I'll
It's
be
called
back.
working smarter, not harder, Mitch.
Yeah, I mean, I can. If someone wants uh, ask me something, I'll try to connect them with somebody. That's it. Even with a
My
Tums. Oh, there
Tums.
you go. Yeah, I bought some. I brought some with me, and they're gone now. Yeah, but you can get them
350
here.
baht. 350
Yeah,
baht for 100.
that's it. That's all Tom and I ever do. We just eat and drink, and when we're eating, we're talking about where we're going to eat next.
And so it went back up a little bit, 35.48. And last time I
Right
checked, it
on.
was down
You know what? I bought some
35.1 something.
baking soda, Dave. Get yourself some baking soda
Baking soda?
and do your own sodium bicarb. You don't have to buy. For 20
Yep.
baht, you can get a 400 gram or 300 gram little bag at
Right.
Tesco, Big C, whatever. A baking soda, and you just put a scoop of that in a little water. Drink that. Boom. No more Tums.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Aaron, if you're doing that, put it next to the airport and sell bud too, and bongs and pipes and everything else you could get your hands on.
Now, see that
I think it
that
would be
that
good.
might be kind. Now, would I set somebody else up in a business? Maybe.
Yeah, that I'm
That's
too
that's
old.
that's on the table. But
You know,
for me personally,
well, a
I
lot of
don't.
people have a hard time because I can't own the business and it has to be a Thai person. Do I trust this Thai person? I know she's my wife and I've been with her for 37 years, but can I trust her? I mean, stupid things, but either you trust the person or you don't. Bottom line,
Well,
it's in the
Tom,
gut.
Tom and I know some pretty nice restaurateurs, right? I mean, it's work. You've done restaurants, Dave.
Oh yeah, yeah, big
It's
time.
a hell of a
It's a
lot of
lot of
work,
work.
right? So picture
More
coming
work than I
here
want to do.
at up my age and opening up a shop, but a lot of these people have a passion. The passion that I don't have or that I used to have, I don't have anymore. Like a bakery or a whatever. I mean, you could make a serious amount of money or just be happy doing it
Right.
if you have that passion, right?
Well,
So,
I'm
but
at that
but
point in
I
my
just don't
life
have it.
where it's helping my Thai family.
There
Anything
you
I
go,
could do to
Tom.
help my Thai family stop growing rice and growing weed and making more money and bettering their life and whatever they could do, I would do whatever. I just don't want to, I don't want to go someplace and open up at 6 o'clock in the morning and close at 6 o'clock at night,
So
and so I'm beyond that. I'm 65 years old. I'm too old.
yeah,
But
Joe's got
would I
a
train
question there.
would I train some of my Thai family? Sure. Who does?
Joe says, Mitch, how is your bar doing? And my question back to him would be, which one?
And how is the house you bought from Joe? Do you like it? Are you going to be moving into it
I already
soon?
turned it for
These are
another
all
three
questions.
hundred thousand baht.
No, I wouldn't carry the other things. Keep the themes one thing. Yeah, I just think, like I said, if it's
All right,
anything
Dave.
like
See you in a
Amsterdam,
bit.
they're going to be coming to get weed.
Is that good, Mark? Is that a good rate? 20 or a better rate than recent past?
24.44. Now, how come
That's one
one
thing I
says?
gotta for my
How come
honorary.
Brock's is at 20? How come Brock's is at 23.46 and Mark's is at 24.44? I like Mark's
Different,
better.
different banks.
Australia's a big country.
I guess a real big country. We'll have to
Starbeam
see.
Restaurant.
Mine's in
I'm
the
gonna have
Bangkok
Starbeam
bank.
is in Surin. They do have Mexican food. I have eaten there. It isn't horrible. It's okay, but it's not great. But yeah, thank you very much. How do you know? Are you here in Surin? I've been there 5 6 times. Not only for that, I like they make a sandwich that's really good, a steak like type sandwich with peppers and stuff. It's really good. It's not bad, not bad.
Oh,
So yes, you are right. You are right.
Starbeam Restaurant. You know,
Yes, it's not far from
I
here either.
I've
5 minutes,
everyone
something like.
has food, obviously. Duh, goes without saying, but everybody has their own taste and what they grew up with or what they're familiar with and all that. So you get that. Oh, can you recommend a restaurant? I tell you what, I've stopped recommending restaurants.
Yeah,
I'll,
not
I'll,
a
I'll
good thing.
sometimes say I had this, And for me, it was good on that day. I mean, everything's like who was cooking it, what the product
Yeah,
was.
makes a difference, doesn't it?
So, but I hear these, oh man, it's the best burger. Oh my God. And I'll go and I'm like, are
Yeah,
you,
no,
have you been eating shoe for the last couple of years? I mean, I just, but maybe 2 years from now, when I've been away
All right, Jay's, take it
from so
easy.
many good, see you later, Jays. Um, when I've been away from that for long, maybe that some of these Mexican restaurants or whatever restaurants I go to here will be like, oh, that was really, really, really good, right? I'm not to that point yet where I'm like absolutely craving or missing a particular thing.
Yeah, I agree to a certain point. The only thing is the percentage of THC that they're allowing in it. I don't know that much about it. We never really worried about
Horseradish.
having too
Oh,
much percentage of THC in the edibles that we
yeah. I
made.
I
So
concur with
it
what
all
Tom just
depends.
said there. Have not had a bad meal at either of these places. Peaky Blinders and Don Pepe,
I've heard good things about both of them.
both conveniently located, different parts of Pattaya. One of them's literally 2 minutes from me on the motorbike. The other one, five
I'll ask
minutes.
Mitch here, Aaron. Mitch, you said you got an edible, right? You've eaten the edibles in Thailand.
Yes, I have.
Now, did you get
I had
high?
some I had some edible gummies. Yeah,
The only
I
reason I'm
was.
saying that is because we were talking about he was talking about the flowers and the edibles, and that stuff. But they're restricting you in any kind of concentrate to that .02, and I don't know enough about that percentage because when we made edibles, we wanted them strong as possible. We never worried about going over a certain amount, and in Thailand, you're gonna have to uh, regulate that. So I don't know if they got you high, if they
It's just
didn't,
like they have a helmet law here, right? There's a helmet law, and then every day you see people without helmets on your motorcycle. So with the edibles and the numbers, yes, they're regulated to a point 0.2 or something like that. But
.02, yeah.
I've had the real deal, like my buddies would make back in the States. You know what I'm saying?
So they were still from what you're saying, they're as strong as the ones you got in the States.
Dude, I was talking about not sleeping well.
Yeah,
And a
and
friend of
not
mine
good.
says, "Hang on, I'll get you some edibles." Right? He comes back with three little star-shaped gummies. And he says, "Here," and I say, "Hey, thanks." I stuffed them in my pocket. He said, "No, no, do them now." And I'm like, "No, no, I want to be in a safe place. I want to be in my condo so I can know when it's happening and everything." "No, no, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Eat them, go for it." So I chomped on all three. Right? About 5 minutes later, if that, he comes back and says, "So, did you eat them?" And I says, "Yeah." He says, "Wait, did you eat all of them?" I says, "Yeah." And he says, "You're okay." I muted myself there. "You're," and he started laughing at me. And I swear, 25 minutes later, I started feeling my forearms tingling and shit. And then I was like, "Oh wow, oh shit."
So
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
that's
cool. Feel it in my
maybe it's
chest,
okay.
my legs. At 7:45, give or take 10 minutes, I was at home in bed. I'm out of
Yeah,
here, man. This is coming, and it's coming like a freight train.
that's the
Yeah, yeah,
exact
it was a good body high.
thing, Aaron. Is how are they gonna test it if they do they have a lab? Supposedly they do, and supposedly they're gonna have a some kind of a test kit, which I can't see happening. This is all hearsay, okay?
Did
But supposedly we'll see.
I?
We'll
I
see what
think
happens.
we went to the Hungry Wolf, and in fact, I think there's two of them. One was closed.
I love
Hungry
Mexican food.
Wolf. I believe. I don't know. Does anybody remember if we went to the Hungry Wolf on one tour with Chuck and Chuck and Paige, James and
Tex-Mex food.
Fa, Joe and Gift?
I had Route 66 is probably the closest and the best thing that I've had to Mexican food since I've been in Thailand. And I went with Tom, Thailand Digital Nomad. Well, it's just some
I should know if I
streets
did
going
videos and
glitter.
shit, but I don't. So
Yeah, exactly, Aaron. Yeah, it all depends.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
I've been
who's
to the
gonna?
Hungry Wolf. I've been to the Hungry Wolf. Yeah, it was good. They had a
I
really
can't.
good menu too. I
I
mean,
can't
really
see.
good.
I can't see somebody going to the police and saying, "This edible that I just got from this place is way too strong. It just knocked the living crap out of me." I just can't see that happening. So, and I'm sure the cops aren't, well, maybe they are, but I just can't see somebody complaining that my edible was too strong. Please go test them, throw them in jail, please. Get rid of them. I don't want to go back there and buy this great product ever again. So I don't think that's going to happen. I'm going to do another video today out on the grow. I post. Oh, okay, cool. The one with the concrete.
No, I never went. Oh,
areas.
Tom's saying I never went. Okay. Well, let me look here.
So which one is that? Is this Hungry Wolf? Okay. Good. I'll look forward to that, Bruce. I'd be interested to see what they're doing. Hey, Internet Monster, how you doing? Do I need to be all set?
Hey.
No. You could be an elf. It's not a big deal.
No, not at all. That's funny.
How are you, by the way? Hope you're well. Internet Monster I met a long time ago. He called me the coy guy in Surin. But been a while, huh? Over a year. Maybe a year and a half. Maybe 2. I don't know. It's been a long time.
See you, Chris. Actually, that's an idea. I gotta go and find some food.
They're doing good, Ben. They're hanging in there. Hopefully I'll build this new pond at the new house, and I'll do a video on that. I haven't done a video on the koi in a while. Maybe I'll do that. But they're doing good. Thanks for asking. Yeah, I don't know. It's getting close. What is it? 2.5 hours already? Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, eat only a quarter of the whole thing. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like I said, that just wouldn't be any stoner that I know wouldn't go running to the cops going, "This has got to be over 0.02% because it just messed me up, man. I just can't take it." It ain't going to happen. So unless somebody's going to be complaining, why are they going to come looking to test stuff? I just can't see it, especially if they're going to put some kind of, they have to put some kind of a tax or something on it, so as long as they're getting their money and people are getting paid, and there's not going to be any problem. I don't think you'll have any problem.
Tell you what,
2 years, yeah, it's been a long time, huh?
Google Maps. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Google Maps.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Tommy. Yeah, he's in the Philippines. I still talk to him, like twice a week, 3 times a week on the phone. He'll call me or I'll call him. He's a good guy. I like Tommy. He got a bad beef, and he's doing what he wants to do now. So it's good. He's a good guy. I like him. He treated me with respect, and when I went to visit him, and me and him got along great. And I have to take somebody by their face value. I don't take them by what other people say about him, but I like him. He's a good guy.
I gotta go,
See
Dave.
What's that?
Well, I gotta go.
All right, take it easy. I'm going to probably go here shortly. It's been 2 hours and 40 minutes. All right, have a good one, Brock.
Bye, everybody.
Say goodbye to Brock.
See you later, Brock.
Oh, I removed you from the stream.
That was a good. I don't know if I have been to the Hungry Wolf. Honestly, I don't know.
The what?
Yeah.
What is this one? Where is this place at one? Thunder was very
Matanuska.
popular. How do you say that? Banasuka? What is that? A Japanese place? I'm gathering.
Matanuska.
Now,
Matanuska.
Mitch, my wife wants to go to that boat that I think that Fa and James went on, where you go out, you pay $400, $400 to get there, and you fish for the squid at night and eat the dinner. She wants to go on that one when we're there, and she goes, "Oh, but it costs a lot of money," and it is. It's $400 to get on the deal, and then the cheapest decent meal was $300, $400, and I got 5
Yeah,
people.
it's an event. You know, I mean, it's a
Right. Something to see. The kids will probably
something to do,
have a
something
ball.
to see.
They'd have a ball.
It's
I'm
something
gonna
you'll
do it
remember
anyway.
for years to come.
Yeah, I'm going to tell her.
And they'll
to
even
do
take
it
your
anyway.
picture and shit.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to tell her to
You
do
can
it
buy a
anyway.
picture.
I don't care about the money. I can't see.
Yeah, no, that's a good one.
Cops pulling Mitch over, walk up to him and say, what do you want? Who, the cops?
Yeah, what did you want?
Let's see. That was just the idea, they had to provide quality pastry and desserts, even not infused. Yeah, sure, why not? You have a special section over on one side. Just don't get them confused. You might.
So are we going to have a short after chat, Dave?
Yeah, we could do that. I'm going to go Hey,
you wanna
Bob.
post-
Hey, I'm glad you came by. I didn't get to talk too much.
Thanks,
Maybe
Bob.
next time come by again and we'll rap about Reseda, California, back in the
Checking my
70s.
phone. Hang
Have
on.
a good day. I think I'm going to go, it's in weed.
Jesus.
Is that what it was? I'm missing it.
Yeah.
Let's-
Okay. I'm not gonna.
oh, okay. That's the name of it. Okay, okay. Now I get it. Everybody's saying goodnight to Brock. Hey, CJ, you made
Hey,
it.
CJ,
Just
how you
getting
doing?
ready. Just getting ready to leave. Man.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Please throw that link out, Dave, if you haven't
Yeah, I can do
already,
that. No, I
for
can
the
do that.
after show.
I,
We can all
let me,
jaw jack, chin wag, shoot the
let
shit,
me see. I
talk
should.
about cooking chickens, the 50 ways to cook a
Yeah, we could
chicken.
do that. Let's see if it goes up. There's the link.
Joe, are you coming in the after chat? Come in the after chat.
Yeah, anybody's welcome.
Dip
if you
will
want
probably
to come
be
in.
there. I don't know. How many can you have? 10?
I don't know. To tell you the truth, I think so, or 12, something like that.
See you, Gary. So there be the link. Oh, I smell food cooking. In weed we trust. I'll tell you what, it is one revenue generating monster here
Everybody,
now.
everybody came in, but there's one
It's the Wild West. Now's the
P.Ness.
time to do it.
P.Ness, you're going to have to change your name because I don't know who you are. So you're going to have to change your name. But anyway, guys, I want to thank everybody that watches. We talked earlier about the thing. I think we're just going to have fun. When I'm going to try to come up with stuff when I before the live streams. I think is a good idea, and I'll do my best. But Richard, in case you're out there, and Richard's mom, how you doing? I'm still working on what we had talked about, and I'm still looking forward to the intros and outros. In case you guys are new to the channel and you don't know, the intros and the outro to this live stream was put together by Richard Travels, and he's a good stand-up dude, and I'm waiting for new ones. So anyway, everybody, I want to thank you, and I will see you all in the next one.
Hey, come on the live chat afterwards, Jake.
There you go. I got a bunch in
Sorry
here.
for interrupting you.
There's
Dave,
a bunch
sorry.
of people in here. That's okay. I'll catch you guys on the next one.